The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers podcast, show number 403, being recorded on September the 12th, 2022. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus. I'm joined by my friend from the West Coast, the best coast, Gunny Chief, and Mayo is back. Welcome back, Gunny. Welcome.
Hey, what's up, guys? Air conditioner's off, the heat wave's over, and I'm sitting here nice and cool in California.
Nice. Heat wave 2022 is over here as well. And from Little Ohio, doing Little Ohio things. I don't know what they do over there. The Mayo is back. Welcome back, Steve Wheeler. Welcome.
Hey, what's up, Jesus? Gunny. How's it going?
Hey, welcome back. Mr. Works a lot.
Little Ohio things. What do we do over here? I don't know.
What do you guys do?
Aren't you building like a new Pentium chip plant in your backyard?
They are, like, right
Thing's
around
huge.
the corner.
Yeah, okay.
$10 billion.
Yeah, we had the
Wow.
president here and everything.
All the billions. Anyways, you can follow us on Twitter at _Horrible Gamers. Leave us a review on iTunes. You can also review us on Spotify. Leave us 5 stars on there as well. Join our Facebook group, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community. It's a closed group. Anything you post in there stays in there. We also have a Discord. You go to Discord and join our Discord machine. What else do we have? I'm trying to pull up the Patreon list again.
He's had to restart his Windows. What the
Oh,
hell, man?
Lord.
Trying to destroy his computer.
This is fucked. I don't know how to get to the Patreon list, man. This is so fucked. God, it's like they redid the Patreon website and it's all fucked up, dude. All right, anyway. All right, let's give a quick shout out to our Patreon machines over at patreon.com. You can give a big shout out to our friend Leahy for supporting the show with the monies. Jason Sams, Robert Noble, thank you, Robert. Sean Pacharek, Chad, Emily M, Pork Chop Poo, the best HGP host ever. Evan, in all caps, Big Mommy Milkers, Big D Tanaka. What has he been doing in Ohio, huh?
Is he behind you? I see him behind you.
And Jonathan Titan Big D Hall, and the first HGP Patreon, Bill Still, even the biggest D Gardner, the second, the Elden Lord. Thank you guys for being Patreon machines. I love you all. And yeah, you can also support the show by heading over to Redbubble. Get yourself a nice shirt, maybe a nice water bottle, maybe some nice sweater, because the sweater
Weather's here.
Yeah,
Getting there.
that's here. And yeah, so get yourself some nice sweaters over at Redbubble. Just search Horrible Gamers. Click on the guy wearing our icon or our logo on his shirt, and you'll be able to see all the stuff we sell on there. And big shout out to Phantom Mink for the intro and outro music to the podcast. And yeah, so Mayo, I know what you little Ohioans do over there.
Oh,
I
yeah?
know.
Oh, and fill me in.
Listen, the other day I was getting a haircut at this place called Sports Clips. Have you ever heard of Sports Clips?
Yes, they have them here in Ohio.
Yeah, well, they have them here on the West Coast as well. It must be like a nationwide thing. Anyways, I went there, right? There's this cute girl cutting my hair. She's all fucking cute and shit, cutting my hair. And then, like, it was like the middle of the fucking day or something. Like, it was like maybe like, I want to say like maybe 1:30 in the afternoon or something, maybe 2 in the afternoon. And, you know, I'm getting my hair cut and there's like nothing, like no sports on the TV, but they're fucking playing something from ESPN, I think. I think they just turned on ESPN and left it on there. But you know what's going on in Little Ohio this weekend, Mayo?
Oh, there could be a lot of things. I mean,
Walk buggy racing.
Gunny, you know about this, Gunny. You probably play this. There's the national, or I think maybe it was the worldwide international. I don't know if it was international or national, but it was the pickleball championship, Mayo.
Pickleball.
pickleball.
Yeah, it was the pickleball championship.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I've never heard of pickleball either. I don't even know what they were doing, but I mean, I'm telling you, the announcers were really excited about the things that the people were doing with the pickleballs, and and they were talking about the great athleticism that the pickleball tournament champs had. And yeah, man, I mean, they said it was like a fucking 4D event or something, Mayo.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those new games that are coming out that all these kids are playing now. Was there? There's like bocce ball or something as well, or something like, I don't remember what else. There's another one, but there's like a pickleball.
No, this is not a young people game. This was all old people playing, man.
Well, yeah. But I mean, it was like a new game, I guess. Let me rephrase that. Like,
how is it a new game?
Popping up.
Old people are playing this shit. How is this new?
I don't know. How are they pros already?
They're champions.
There's like 50, 80, 100 places you could play pickleball in Ohio.
Oh, look at that. Pickleball must be like the...
Man, what town do you live in? What's the name of your town?
Sport. I am in Blacklick, Ohio.
It's a sport of Ohio. It's pickleball. It's I think
here.
Ohio...
It's Brunswick.
I think Ohio, and I don't think the Ohio Buckeyes. I think Ohio pickleball.
It doesn't even show a picture of what it is. I'd probably have to YouTube it.
Let me tell you what pickleball is, guys. What is pickleball? Pickleball is a fun, social, and friendly.
They got to throw fun in there.
Yeah. It was developed so people could have fun. Not like the other sports.
Simple, Gunny, and the game is easy for beginners to learn, but can develop into a quick, fast-paced, competitive game for experienced players. The basics. It's a fun sport that combines many elements of tennis, badminton, and ping pong. You can play this both indoors and outdoors on a badminton-sized court and a slightly modified tennis net. Play it is played with the paddle and a plastic ball with holes. You can play as doubles or singles, and it can be enjoyed by all ages, Mayo, and skill levels.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a young sport, Mayo. This sport was invented back in 1965, back when the dinosaurs were around in Bainbridge Island.
1965?
Yeah. Back in good old Bainbridge Island. All right, across from Seattle, Washington.
Okay, I did see something on TV about this the other day, actually. But what's the one with the little looking, like, trampoline-looking thing in the middle? And it's got 4 people, and they bounce, like, a ball off of it? That's the one I was thinking. That's another one of the new ones that's been kind of, like, popping up around here.
Look, do we gotta go join one of these tournaments and become pro athletes at them, guys? We just gotta quit the podcast and go become pro athletes? Let's do it.
Pro pickleball players. All ages, man.
We should sponsor a team. And the Horrible Gamers fucking sponsors a team of pickleball tournament. We gotta sponsor the champ. We gotta get in, right? We could sponsor the champion and get in now, while no other big sponsors are around. Gunny, we get them cheap.
So the other one is like called Spike Ball. Is a new one too, I think. I don't know. It could be around forever, but it's new to me.
What the fuck is this?
That's what I said. I saw it like on ESPN. I'm like, what is this stuff?
Spike ball, the new hot sport of 2022.
What are video games going to be on ESPN?
They are already. They are. They got the Call of Duty tournaments on there. They got the Overwatch tournaments on there. They got all the major esports tournaments are on there on ESPN. They really are.
Nice. I don't watch TV anymore, so I mean just all your apps and YouTube and.
I mean, I'm sure these games have been around forever, but these are the first time I'm ever seeing them. I don't know. There's a YouTube video how to play spike ball, and this video is in 2015, so evidently it's been around for a minute.
Yeah, man. Dinosaurs were not around in 2015, but they were back in 1965.
Gunny would know.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, Gunny was out there fighting raptors and shit to get to school. Okay.
I had a javelin and everything.
He was out there walking with the spear.
Javelin the car and javelin the weapon.
You ever see like those history books? You see like the cavemen walking around with spears and shit. That was Gunny trying to get to school when he was a young kid.
We wrapped our school books in like leather bindings, Walk with no shoes. What are shoes? Yeah, that's what we asked.
Gunny was out there fighting woolly mammoths and shit to get to school. Oh shit!
To school and back.
Yeah, and back from school. Fuck, it was the fight all the way around. anyways, guys, let's talk about video games that we've been playing this last week or so. So anyways, I've been playing a little bit of games this week. Well, I've been playing really like 3 main games, sort of. First game I kind of want to talk about real quickly is Battlefield 2042. Season 2 is now out, Mayo. So if you bought, one thing that I did find out with this is if you bought the gold edition of the game, which was like I want to say it was the $80 version, maybe $90 version. It was like the middle version, right? Because there was 2 versions of the game, I think, or 3. It was the one that was above the low one. It was called the gold edition. That's all I know. Anyways, if you own this edition, you can get the first 4 battle passes for free. So I believe they're going to release 1 battle pass every 12 weeks. You add that up 4 weeks or whatever, or 4 battle passes. That's like what, 48 weeks, almost a year. So they include all the battle passes for the first year in this gold edition or whatever. So even though, remember how I was talking about how the last one I didn't complete the battle pass, Mail? Remember I was telling you that, like, but if you did complete it, you get enough coins to buy the next battle pass. Like, they give you enough of the battle points or whatever, the battle coins or whatever they're called. They give you enough of those to buy the next battle pass if you complete the battle pass. The problem is last time I kind of fell off of the game and I ended up getting to like level 55 or 57 or something. But then I logged in the other day when the update came out, and sure enough, the new battle pass was available for me. It said like, hey, you got this unlocked. They gave me my rewards for it, like the initial 4 or 5 rewards you got. And then it said like, okay, start playing and you can rank up your battle pass now. I was like, okay. So one thing about this battle pass, Mail, this time around, I feel like the challenges are way easier for me. I like been completing all the challenges, and I mean all of them. Like, even because remember I told you it's like a tiered challenge system where like you have to beat 3 out of the 4 challenges at first, then you have to beat 1 out of the 2 of the next one or whatever. Like it's a tiered thing, and then it unlocks the ultimate challenge at the end, which is like a 10-point challenge or whatever. But you can do all the challenges. So I've been completing all of them. I'm level 37 or something in the battle pass now, or 36 in the battle pass, and we're only in week 2 of the battle pass. So I've been playing Battlefield quite a bit this last week, dude. Like, sounds a lot. Like it. I've been going pretty hard on it. A few new weapons in the game. So they added the M16, they added the M60 as well into the game, into Battlefield 2042 proper. So these are guns from Battlefield Classic games or whatever. They brought them into the new Battlefield game.
I love the M60.
You can actually unlock him and use him in Battlefield 2042. The only downside to these weapons, Mayo, is like I don't feel like they're very well. I would say they're underpowered for what, like the damage that like a gun that 2042 has in it compared to the damage that these guns do is like night and day, man. I feel like when I hit people with the M16 or the M60, like I'm doing no damage to them. Whereas when I'm using like a regular Battlefield 2042 gun, like I'm killing people pretty easy, So I don't know if it's just something they need to tweak in the game or what. But the cool thing about the guns, once you do unlock them in the game, they come with all the attachments. So there's no linking them up. There's no like, oh, I got to grind to get a red dot sight and get a laser sight and to get like a suppressor for the M16. It's like, no, you unlock it. Everything is available for it. All the attachments are there. You can use any of them whenever, which is kind of a neat thing because to unlock him, there's a challenge to him. I think for the M16, you got to get 100 kills with the one of the assault rifles, and you got to get like 30 of the you have to get 30 kills with the grenade launcher thing, the underbarrel grenade launcher. You got to get 30 kills with that. And then for the M60, you got to get like 200 kills with the light machine gun, and like 50 kills within like inside of smoke. Like you got to throw a smoke grenade down, and you have to get like 50 kills or assists inside a smoke screen or whatever. So there's that. But yeah, Battlefield 2042. I've been having a real good time with it, man. Like the new update, I feel like really brought a lot of players back. But then I feel like since the first initial week or so, the player count has quite dropped significantly. I mean, I do find matches that are sometimes full of bots, but a lot of the times they're not. A lot of times, like it'll start off with bots, but like quickly, like you'll see like new players come in or whatever. So I don't know if it's just because the way they do the matchmaking or whatever. Maybe they're just trying to get people into a match to get it started, and then get people in. I don't know how they do it. Because sometimes I do join a game that's kind of like it already started or whatever. The match already began. It's kind of a quarter of the way through the match. Maybe it's near the middle of the match or the end of it. But really, really cool, man. And I'm excited to see what they do in Season 3. Because in Season 3, they've already announced that they're going to bring back the class system, Mayo. So they're going to have like a dedicated medic class, a dedicated engineer class, a recon class, and an assault class. So they're bringing back the 4 classic Battlefield classes into the game. Now I wonder how they're gonna unlock the attack, like a certain, like maybe only the medic can drop the medical crates. Maybe only the engineer can use the rocket launchers or whatever. I don't know how they're gonna do it, right?
Yeah,
but hopefully they do it
something
right.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it's like the classics.
It'll be good because it'll feel more balanced. It'll be less. Like a team can overrun you less because everyone has a rocket launcher. You know, that's the problem with this game. Like, when I get in a helicopter or something, I'm a pretty good pilot, dude. But the game it makes it really hard to be like a really, really good pilot because, like, once you start being really good as a pilot, everyone on the map starts noticing you, right? Like, they all start noticing, like, this motherfucker keeps killing us in this fucking jet or whatever. So next thing you know, you got like 15 people with fucking rocket launchers or whatever, you know? And they're all targeting you, like 15 people at the same fucking time, you know? So even though you have flares and shit and you got like the little repair tool or whatever that repairs your helicopter in emergency situations, like it's impossible almost to get away from these rocket launchers. There's too many of them, you know? Even when you're in a tank, if you start doing really good in a tank, everyone starts targeting you in the tank, and next thing you know, you're fucking dead because 50 fucking people shot rockets at you and you couldn't avoid them all.
You know, Jesus, isn't that what makes a game like, you know, a classic Battlefield, or when I think of even something a little more advanced, like Hell Let Loose? Like, you've got to be a tank engineer, not just an engineer, but a tank engineer, you know, to come in to repair the tank. I think it just, I don't know, it just adds that more, just something different about it, you know, something more interesting. What's the word I'm looking for? But I know what you mean. I prefer the classic kind of classes, you know.
Like I said, I think it'll be more balanced when they bring back the classes, and I think it'll bring back more players because more players will be willing to try it.
I think you're right there.
The new map Breakthrough. I don't know. Is it called Breakthrough or? Because there's a new map. I think it's called Breakthrough, which is like, it's pretty much like a boat, like one of those cargo ships, but it's like on a beach kind of, and it's like an island maybe. And it's like a little jungly area. There's like a little like open wreckage area or whatever. Kind of a cool map for Breakthrough, really. Not really good for Conquest, but for Breakthrough is actually really fun because the checkpoints are kind of cool. The first one starts in the front of the boat, kind of like outside of it. But when you push them back, you go into the inside of the boat, and it makes it a little bit easier for the defenders to defend inside. Then you keep going back to another part of the boat. Then you go back to the outside of the boat and the back of the boat. And, like, it makes it for really intense gunfights in certain areas. And, like, it really, I feel like it's a really well thought out map. Like, I see a lot of people using Bulldozer, the guy with the riot shield or whatever, is just kind of, like, real helpful in a situation where, you know, you're walking through these tight corridors inside a ship and you got a guy with the fucking riot shield. You can't fucking kill him because he's standing like at the fucking hallway, you know, he's in a hallway and you can't flank him because it's a tiny hallway. So you guys are trying to throw grenades at him and he's rushing at you with the riot shield, just fucking killing your whole team. Riot shield. It's a fucking blast. I had a fucking good time with it. And, yeah, I unlocked all the new weapons as well that they added into the game. They added a pretty cool sidearm, which is a machine gun kind of thing. It's like a submachine gun for your pistol. That's a cool gun. They added a new light machine gun, the Averis. That's a very cool gun. It's a very powerful light machine gun. It's very stable, very easy to use. And they also added a new assault rifle, the M40. That's really a good assault rifle as well. And they added something. I think those are the 3 main guns they added into the Battlefield 2042 proper. New vehicle in the game is pretty cool as well. It's like a tank, Mayo. It shoots like a tank, kind of like a It shoots like one of the transport vehicles. Like it's like not a tank cannon, but like it's a cannon though, but it's like on a fucking Jeep. So you can fucking go really fast in this thing, dude. It's like a Jeep quad thing or whatever, but it shoots like a fucking tank. And it also has a really cool ability, Mayo. This thing can drop a spawn beacon anywhere on the map. You can just drop it at will, and your entire team can spawn on it, not just your squad, but the entire team. So like that vehicle makes for really cool, like it makes for a really good tactical thing to use when you're playing like a breakthrough match, you know, where you're trying to get closer to the objectives or whatever, and you're trying to have your team spawn closer to an objective. You just go drive that fucking thing over there, drop a spawn beacon there, and you know, people will be able to spawn on it. Now the spawn beacon, like you may think it's OP or it's kind of unfair. It might be if you drop it in a spot where the enemy can't see it. But I mean, that thing is huge. Like the spawn beacon is like the size of a fucking car, dude. Like it's a big beacon, dude. Everyone can see it really when you drop it, you know? It's like, it's fucking huge, you know? It's like a big spawn beacon. It's big, dude, you know? It's not like the normal spawn beacons. Besides all that, Battlefield 2042, been playing a lot of that. Like I said, I'm level 36 now in the battle pass. I've been really grinding through that thing quite a bit. I actually went back and played a little bit of Cult of the Lamb once again. Now I'm in the 4th dungeon. I got to beat it one more time to unlock the final boss. I think he's the final boss. Maybe there's somebody else besides him. And yeah, so like my cult is pretty big, Mayo. It has like maybe 25 members in total. 7 of them are dead. Maybe.
A lot of souls to feed.
There's a lot alive, though. There's a lot of them still alive. And I actually just unlocked some pretty cool abilities last night. One of them was the unlock the farmhouse level 2. So the farmhouse level 2 lets your followers not just plant seeds and fertilizer for you on your plots of like on your farmland or whatever. It also allows them to pick up, like they'll once like the berry bushes grow or whatever, they'll harvest them as well. So you don't have to harvest it anymore. And like that's so
good. Does it go into your inventory?
No, they put it. They have like a little chest in front of the farmhouse. You just walk by it and you collect it whenever you need it. So that's really well. It's like so much time consuming to harvest all that fucking food that I'm so thankful I found out about this thing. Also, I unlocked the missionary. There's a missionary little temple thing where you send people out on missionary missions. And the missionary missions, pretty much you select one follower and it'll give you a percentage of like how much of a percentage they're gonna succeed on getting the stuff that you're gonna send them out to get, and a chance of them dying. And you can select.
That's an early thing that we never talked about because there's so much stuff that we didn't talk about that you can unlock early. There's just so many things to this game.
And this missionary thing lets you pick what resources you want them to get. So you can tell them to get wood, you can tell them to get berries, you can tell them to get flowers, you can tell them to get mushrooms, you can tell them to get gold or meat. So first guy I sent out, I got him to get wood. He came back pretty quickly, like within a day or two. And pretty much they'll just walk back to your like missionary little, like a little building thing or whatever. And you go talk to him and they'll give you whatever they found. And then the next guy, I sent him to go get meat, Mayo. And he did. But then when he came back, he was like, oh, sorry, I failed. And he just died like right there. Like he just fell over. I'm like,
what the hell?
I'm like, got injured. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck you mean? Like he came back, like he looked fine. He was all waving at me and shit as I was walking by.
Like that
you know what happened? So when he went to Ohio, maybe somebody Camaro ran him over.
I don't know, man.
He didn't notice it.
This guy, like, I walk up to him, he looked all happy and shit. Then he's like, oh, I'm sorry, my leader, I failed you or something. And then he's like, boom, died. I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell just happened, dude? So yeah. I also unlocked the medical hut where you can heal people like right away. You just put him in there. You say, I want to heal this guy. You drop a few flowers on him or whatever, and it heals him up like right away. You don't gotta wait for him to recover in bed rest. I've also unlocked. I think I unlocked all my commandments. So I have all like the food, the sustainability, the work ethic, the worshipness. Oh, I unlocked all. Like I got 4 of each one already. I don't know what the fuck I keep collecting stones for or whatever, like those commandment stones. I don't know why I keep getting them, but I do. So yeah, there's some abilities you can unlock through that are pretty cool. Some rituals that are pretty neat. One of the last ones for the collect the money one is you can make one of your guys the tax man. You perform a ritual and the guy becomes a tax man, and he pretty much puts on like a little Monopoly hat, like a little top hat thing, and he runs around extorting everyone for money.
So you don't have to. Okay.
Yeah.
That's funny because early on you have to bribe people with money to be happy.
And he makes everyone pay up. Like everyone gives him gold like every so often. He just walks around harassing people for money. And then every so often he'll walk up to you and he'll be like, hey man, here's your money, and he'll just give you all your money. I mean, that's fucking cool, dude.
I don't know. You can go back to him and say, here's a little gift offering, give the money back to him.
I don't know how long the tax man lasts. I think it's like a cooldown, like maybe 2 or 3 days that he runs around doing that. But I also unlocked the 2 demon thing. So you couldn't, you have your little demon summoning thing where you can make a guy into a demon and have him follow you into a dungeon. Yeah. I unlocked one that you can unlock 2 demons. So you can have 2 people follow you into the dungeon. I also unlocked an altar for offerings. So I built like this altar looking thing. And pretty much every day when I wake up or when the game restarts, it's day shift or whatever, daytime or morning, there'll be like something there. Like people will leave me gold, they'll leave me food, they'll leave me resources, they'll leave me whatever, like every day I could go there, I could get something, because it's an offering that the people make to you or whatever. But yeah, man, I'm having a fucking blast with Cult of the Lamb. I really, 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 really like that game. Like, it is super well done. I feel like I want to unlock everything. And I feel like I want to restart the game once I beat it and play it on a harder difficulty, because I'm not going to lie, man. Last night, I ran into that dungeon and I did it. And it wasn't even it wasn't even difficult, man. Like, my weapons were so powerful by the end of the level that I killed the boss with 7 hits. I just hit him 7 times and he was dead, dude. Like every time I hit him, it would take a quarter of his health away. It was a big amount of health that would go down. And I feel like I killed him right away. And even when I got to the end, I had so I started the dungeon with 6.5 hearts. And then I have a follower. I added a demon that gave me 2 more hearts.
Damn.
So I had 8 fucking hearts. And by the time I got to the end, near the end, I had maybe 2 hearts left. But then in that dungeon, every time I opened up a chest, there would be a heart. So by the time I got to the boss, I had 5 hearts again.
Can I borrow your game? Because my game is not so generous to me.
I mean,
it was not even hard at all.
I almost wonder the game is almost meant to be a little bit easier in the dungeons and more punishing. It seems like the micromanaging is where it seems more difficult. Some of the stuff that you have to do when you're in the town. And keeping them happy. I think that's the part that changes in the difficulty, and maybe the dungeons stay kind of easy. I'm not really sure. I hear it's awfully easy by a lot of people all the time, though. But they say,
in baby mode, I'm crying over here.
Yeah, I think there's just something you're missing on a Gunny. I have not played it a whole lot myself yet. I know I purchased it. Evan did. He started playing it, and he was actually playing it tonight before the show. And he's getting pretty far into the game too, as well, Jesus. I was watching him. He was playing on the Switch with the Docto TV. And he had a little mission where he had to kill a guy at night, or when nobody else was around. And so he had to kind of feed him some bad food. And it was a 75% chance of him dying or something like that. And had another chance of just dropping items. And he tried it multiple times, and multiple times it didn't work. The guy just didn't die, and he's just walking around, and he said something it's kind of bad if they die of old age. They seem less happy if somebody dies of old age than they do if you sacrifice them or something like that. So I thought that was kind of interesting, because it's kind of funny. It was a guy walking around. He had a little cane and stuff, he was walking around with a cane. And
It's funny because I remember I sent Leahy, because you can just name your followers anything you want. So I was just naming off everybody in Discord, and it's like, I think it was Leahy or Ghost Nico, one of the two, and it's like, I was like, why does he have a cane? It was like fitting because Leahy has a cane because he's got a knee problem or whatever. I thought it was the funniest thing. It's like, no way.
I unlocked one of those traits for my people in the village thing or whatever. I unlocked the trait where they have to respect their elders, so the more old people I have, the happier the people are. But I always have like 3 or 4 old people in my cult. Mayo has died like 5 times in the game, I think, from old age.
Jesus, I have one person in the grave right now. You know who it is? It's you.
Oh, man.
I have 6 graves dug, but only one is filled because you were
that's probably better than dying 5 times, in all honesty. But
Mayo, that means I keep bringing you back, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's nice of you.
I keep resurrecting you. The cool thing about resurrecting people, Gunny, is that when you bring them back, you don't lose their level, like their follower level. So Mayo is like literally one of the higher levels of my followers in the cult. He's like level 8 or 9. Brink is up there as well. He's like 8 or 9 as well, because they're the 2 of the ones that I had from the beginning. And Ryan would have been up there, but I had to sacrifice Ryan right away in the beginning of the game because he started running around talking shit about my cult. And I was like, I ain't about to have this, bro. You're going to die, Ryan. You're going to die. And
you think that's a predetermined thing? I think I had that happen to Ryan right away. Like, it picks one of your followers right away and it's automatically to teach you about that aspect.
Yeah, it is. So I killed him, taught him a lesson, and kept him dead for like 5 of Mayo's lifetimes. And then I brought him back.
I'm pretty sure, Jesus, I was telling you I unlocked that ability. Or at least I thought I unlocked it, but I couldn't figure out how to resurrect
It's under the rituals. It's under the rituals. It takes like 75 or 100 and something bones or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't have enough of the bones on that.
But yeah, I have like 8 dead people in my graveyard right now, and I have like 14 or 15 plots built out because people die randomly all the time. Like, I'll be in the dungeon and it'll be like, this guy just died from old age. And I'm like, fuck. And then it'll be like, Mayo is scared of dead people, and Mayo's fucking puking everywhere and shit. And he's making my fucking village disgusting because he's puking everywhere, which makes everybody else puke, which makes everybody sick. I'm like, fucking Mayo, damn it.
You're not supposed to eat the feces soup.
Yeah, well,
just because Jesus told you to doesn't mean you have to do it.
Listen, one time Mayo came up to me. No, it was Iams. He made me make Mayo eat poop. He was like, hey, man.
Not very nice of Iams.
Thanks, Iams.
He was like, hey, man, I need you to make this guy eat poop. I don't like him or something. I was like, okay, I accept your quest. And I gave Mayo a bowl of poop, and he got sick or something. And I was like, oh, fuck. And one time, I made like a bunch of bowls of poop because I thought I was making the grass food or whatever.
Yeah,
but it was the
I know
food.
You gotta watch out what you're doing,
dude. And everyone got sick. Like all of a sudden, everyone was tweaking. I'm like, what the fuck happened? I'm like, what the hell did I just do? And I look, and there was bowls of poop everywhere. And these guys were all eating it. They were just eating it like dumbasses.
They all look the same. Yeah, you got to read the description.
The fucking idiots were all eating it. Like, what are you dumbasses? If it makes you sick, what are you doing? They're all eating it and shit. And next thing you know, fucking, they're all sick and they're all dying. So I had to put like 8 people on bed rest. I had to take forever to clean up all the puke everywhere. Oh, it was pretty
like running
bad,
a nursery over here.
It did. Yeah, it was like a fucking daycare or something. Dude.
Daycare,
like,
yeah, that's it.
God damn, bro. Like, it was bad. But, yeah, it was cool. Cool game. I really, really, really like that game. Like, I think that they could do so much with that game and add more stuff to it. I just unlocked the guy on the boat. I don't know what he does or what he brings to the game, but he said, hey, man, come visit me in my boat. I'm on my boat over here. You come to my boat. I'll give you some stuff. Yacht.
Maybe go for a ride.
He's like, come to my boat. I'll give you a ride or something. I'm like, oh, okay.
Watch out. Could be a creeper.
We'll see what he has in the boat. Besides that, besides those 2 games, what the fuck else did I play? Oh, on my Xbox, I've been playing a lot of Bomber Crew. Now, remember I used to play this game back in the day, Gunny and Mayo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how or why, but Microsoft took away my copy of the game.
Oh.
Is it not like a Game Pass thing or something? You probably own it, right?
Or I don't know if I owned it on Steam or where. No, because I don't own it on Steam.
I remember you playing this on the Xbox because I remember
it was on the Xbox, yeah. But remember, like, so the other day I was like, you know what? I want to play that game again. And I went to my library, dude, and I searched Bomber Crew, and it wasn't in my library.
But isn't it a Game
was
Pass
gone.
game?
No, it's not a Game Pass game.
Maybe it was a Game Pass game.
No,
was
dude,
that even out at the time you were playing it?
Game Pass wasn't out back then. Like I said, I own this fucking game. I know I owned it. I bought it for like $15 or something. I know I had bought that game. I know I bought it. I know I paid for it.
Okay, let me ask you something. Remember, you were probably game sharing with Omar. Is that possible? Or unless you still are.
I was game sharing, but I bought it under my account because I bought it. I paid for it. You know, when you're game sharing,
like
I can't pay for it with his money or with his account when I'm game sharing. It would make me pay with my account. No, it doesn't show up in my history. Like, my game saves were there. So I had to rebuy the game for $25 now. It's not $15 anymore. It went up $10.
Damn, inflation, huh?
But the game does come with it comes with like all the DLC. So it comes with like the U.S. Air Force DLC and the critical super like nighttime operation missions or whatever. It came with those 2 DLCs, but like I was kind of pissed off, dude, because I had both bought the DLC, the U.S. Air Force DLC. I had bought that and paid for it, and I had also bought the original game. So it kind of pissed me off that the Microsoft, I don't know how they did it, but they made me pay twice for this game or whatever. And I wasn't very happy about that. I legit was like, this is some fucking bullshit. This is not even fucking cool, man. I should just go to Steam and buy it on Steam or whatever. But you know what? I was like, I want something to play on my Xbox. It gives me a reason to turn it on or whatever. So I just bought it on there because I had like a $5 Microsoft credit on there for some reason. They probably felt bad. They're like, well, we stole his game. Maybe we should give him $5.
They gave me a credit a long time ago, and I just got an email the other day saying, hey, you better use your credit before it runs out. But I don't remember where I got it from as well.
They know you're going to spend more money, so that was the whole.
And the game was $25 for the full version. It's not on sale at the moment, and so I bought it. And look, man, to even make sure that like I knew I fucking owned this game before, right? I even came to my PC Mayo and I launched fucking Steam. I launched the Windows Store and I searched for it in the Windows Store, and I was like, no, you don't own this game. Buy it right now. And now the only version of the game that exists on both Microsoft Xbox and the Windows Store, the only version of the game that's on there is the game with the DLC. There's no like, oh, just buy Bomber Crew, the original game, without the DLC. You can buy the original. No, like, it's like, no, you got to buy the whole package now. Like, it's all here, but you got to buy it all.
Okay, so it's probably one of those things they removed it, but you should.
Why would I not have access to it, though, if I already owned the DLC for it as well?
Yeah, right. It should be. The other thing you could have done is you probably should have checked your. Well, I guess you did check your library, right?
I did.
That was the first thing you checked?
Well, fuck no shit, Gunny. I wanted to play it, so I went to my library to download it, and it wasn't there. And I'm like, okay.
You check the Windows Store under history or whatever, or purchased
under everything, dude. Dude, if you buy a game, it's in your library regardless. It should be there. There's no reason I need to go search on the Microsoft Store. That's stupid. If you're telling me that that's what I have to do to find a fucking game that I bought, that's fucking stupid as shit.
Well, yeah,
I
guess it should Xbox account.
It should show up in my library. It should be like ready to download. You can download this right now. It's
no, but I guess what I mean is because now we have multiple hard drives. You know what I mean? And sometimes they don't quite all show up. It's not like the Xbox 360 days.
It's all cloud based. What the fuck do you mean? It's all tied to my account regardless.
Yeah, I was thinking specifically.
400. Listen, 400 other games are there. What happened to this fucking game? It's not there. I have games from the 360 on my account that I can still download and play. Why can't I fucking download this?
It's probably like, I can't think of another situation. So they probably at some point we probably missed it in some news article that they removed it, you know. And they said, if you already downloaded it, you know, don't worry about it. Like PT, you know.
Yeah, they must have delisted it. It's kind of shady to me of the developer, Curve Digital or whatever, to do this. I mean, I don't know if they're the publisher, but I know they're the developer, and it's kind of shady for. I'm not gonna throw shade on them. I'm gonna throw shade on fucking whoever the publisher is. Fuck those guys, man. Like, it is bullshit if you're gonna fucking delist a game and you know somebody already owns it. Give them a fucking copy of the new version then, especially if your customer owns both of the new games that you're releasing and he paid full price for both of them. I had already paid the $25 or $30 for both of these games, and now I have to pay another $25 to play this? Like, that is kind of a bullshit thing, you know what I mean? I know both Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, they all fucking do it, and it's fucking bullshit, man. Like, you guys got our money once. Let us keep our fucking library. And Nintendo's the worst about it because they don't let you migrate your library to new consoles. But fuck you, Microsoft. Like, that is some bullshit, dude. They kind of...
Yeah, I know. And now I know, Jesus, are you even going to bother contacting customer service and saying,
like,
at least give you a $25 credit, right?
Like what for, man? Like, I'm going to sit there for 45 fucking minutes on a fucking
Is it worth
chat
your
window.
time?
Exactly. Like what the fuck for? Like, no, you know, like, I enjoy the game. I know I like it. I know I'll, you know, even if I bought it again, I'll really enjoy it. And, you know, that kind of just pissed me off. It kind of just rubbed me the wrong way that my library isn't all there. Now it made me wonder, like, what other games have been delisted that maybe I want to play in the future. You know, what if 5 years from now I want to play Assassin's Creed 3 Mayo and I go back to my Xbox and it's not fucking there anymore because, Ubisoft delisted this or whatever the fuck. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Which they have delisted games, right? Recently.
And I know Sony delists or whatever, so...
I don't know about help. I did just link you an article something about games disappearing from your Microsoft library. And this thing was dated in, like, January this year, so maybe that's something like that will help. It has some steps you can take. But, yeah, that's crazy that it just disappeared. Yeah, and then maybe you are missing more than what you know.
No, this guy's talking about his hard drive got wiped. His games were still tied to his account, but he didn't want to re-download his games. That's what this thing is. This isn't the port for him or whatever. Yeah, that could happen when your Xbox updates. It could be like wonky and it'll just delete everything off of it. Like, I could see that happening, but this wasn't that situation. This situation it wasn't even in my library at all. Like, of course, I didn't have it installed. I was going to install it. That's the whole reason I went to go look for it. And it just wasn't available to me. And like I said, it made me wonder, how many games have I purchased in the last 15 years with my Xbox account, right? How many games have I purchased that are no longer able for me to download? Because A, the publisher doesn't exist anymore. They went under. The game went under. They took it off the fucking store. And I just and then keep it in a hard drive. Like, what do they expect us to do, Gunny? We only have 300 gigs on these new Series S consoles. And you only have 1,000. You only have 1,000 gigs on your Series X, and you actually, you know, have less than that. So, what do they expect us to like? They expect us to download every game we ever buy and keep them on a hard drive forever. Hard drives go bad eventually, right? That's true. How can they expect that? You know, like, I know everyone's response is, "Well, Jesus, how hard is it to just download your games and keep all of them?" Well, hey, man, I know people that do that, right? My brother does that. My brother has like 17 terabytes tied to his Xbox, and he downloads all his fucking games. Literally, he has like 500 games downloaded to his Xbox, so he can play at any time. Even though he only plays zombies, he has like 700 games on his Xbox downloaded. I
keep at least 400. I have 3 hard drives. Well, the one within the S, and I have 2 externals.
Like, what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to plug 7 fucking hard drives to my Xbox, you know? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I like my Xbox, but not that fucking
much. Get on the limit, Jesus. Get on the limit. Get those hard drives rolling.
I ain't doing that shit. I ain't gonna like some fucking crackhead, you know, have 70 hard drives connected to my Xbox like I'm fucking mining crypto off the shit or something, you know? Like, no, dude. It's just no, Gunny, all right? So it's just...
Get you some USBs, man.
I guess it goes to tell people, this is just like a warning for everyone listening. Hey, man, I guess every so often, check your libraries and check what you're missing and what you may want to play in the future, and make sure it's still there. And if it's not, well, fuck, you're You're pretty much shit out of luck. Because I'm pretty sure that's what Microsoft is going to tell me, right? If I went to them and said, hey, man, I want to play this game, but I don't have it in my library. They're going to tell me, well, buy it, motherfucker. And I'm going to be like, well, I used to own
that got
both of them.
So what do you want us to do?
They're going to be like, well, tough shit, bro. Like, who cares if you used to own it? It doesn't exist anymore. Buy a new copy.
Did you read the EULA, Jesus? Did you read the EULA when you purchased that game 15 years ago?
Yeah, did you read the 70 fucking page contract and the... You know, when you want to play the game in 2 minutes, did you read the 70-page contract mail before you said, yes, I accept? You know, like, fuck no, no one reads that shit, you know? So, like, I guess it's just like a warning to everyone out there. And then it sucks, man, you know, because you think about, like, physical media, right? If you own a Super Nintendo from fucking 1992 or 91 or 90 or whatever, and you want to play a motherfucking copy of Super Mario Brothers 2, Mayo, and you have a fucking cartridge and you have the console, guess what? You just plug that motherfucker in and you put the cartridge in and you launch it. You don't got to worry about a stupid fucking library being gone or none of that shit. You know, maybe the cartridge will be broken, but that's the worst that could happen. You go buy a new one, right? Like, it's kind of shitty that this situation is happening. And I mean, it makes you go and wonder, like, about the future, man. Like, we just, like I said, that's why more and more I'm thinking in the future, we're not even going to own games. It's going to be all, like, pass games. Like, hey, sign up for the Steam Pass to get access to the Steam library. Sign up for the Game Pass to get Game Pass. Sign up for the PlayStation to get the PlayStation. Sign up for the Nintendo Pass. I could guarantee you that Nintendo's probably working on a Nintendo Pass. There is no doubt in my fucking mind that, like, maybe not next year, maybe 2 years from now, maybe 5 years from now, but within the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to see a Nintendo Pass.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. They're already sort of doing it with the Nintendo Online and, oh, you can play the 64 games, you can play the Super Nintendo games, you can play the Nintendo Classic games on here, you can play the GameCube games on here. They're kind of doing it with that already, right? Like, if you pay for online, you get access to this library of 20 Sega games or whatever.
They're sort of doing 5 of your friends, whatever it is. It's kind of like a family plan. Yep.
They're sort of doing it already, but they're going to expand it, I think. And I think that it's going to be you think that a Nintendo, like PlayStation and Xbox have a success right now? Wait till Nintendo comes out with that shit and they're like, hey, you like Zelda, bitch? Hey, you like Zelda, motherfucker? Ask your question. And yeah, I like Zelda. Oh, you want to play the new Zelda, Gunny? Guess what? Guess what, motherfucker? Now you can only play it if you sign up for this pass.
Wow.
Only, motherfucker.
I can't purchase it outright?
No. Fuck you,
There's
bitch.
No DRM?
You paid me $300 to sign up for my pass. And people will do it. People will fucking do it.
Nintendo charge that much? Nintendo traditionally does.
They could charge whatever.
Yeah. They raised their prices earlier this year to their whatever pass.
They could charge $70 a month and people would pay it.
They would.
They would be like, "Oh, this is the greatest value I ever seen."
Nintendo.
Game Pass is $10 a month. Fuck those guys. That's expensive. Oh, Nintendo is $40 a month. Oh, I'll do it. You know.
Well, I don't know if we talked about it last week, Jesus, but now I guess there's a test pilot program somewhere in Ireland with Xbox or with Microsoft's Game Pass where it's now the family plan. So is it Brazil and Ireland? I don't know. It's like two random countries, but it'll probably, the prediction is that it'll either be $19.99 or $24.99 a month for US.
How many people?
I don't know. I don't think they haven't said yet. So they're calling it a family plan. What does that sound like to you? 4 to me.
4 or 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 4. What do you say, man? When they talk about a family plan?
I'm gonna say 5.
So if it is 5, then that's probably how they're gonna get away with that $24.99
or $30 a month even.
Ooh, that's a little steep, isn't it?
Is it though? Is it? I pay $15 a month
so
right now.
What is that divided by 5?
That's like $7 a piece or something, dude.
Yeah.
Like
well, okay. So let me come back to this, Jesus. You remember that message I sent you earlier? Because I still get it on my iPhone, and that's with the it's like the family friends thing with the with Apple, right? So that's, I think it's 4 people. I haven't pulled it. I don't have it pulled up, but it's basically what is it, $30 a month or whatever. But we all get the Apple Music. We all get Apple Arcade. We all get, Apple TV, So it looks like everybody's kind of going to more, definitely going with the more subscription base. Yeah. Rather than, I think when we start seeing more games like you talked about, I saw Jetpack Joyride come out, number 2, and I was like, oh, sweet, number 2's out. Awesome, man. That brings back a lot of memories when, me and my son were playing that on, it was on the Google tablet, right? But now it's like, oh, only in Apple Arcade. You got to sign up, man. I was like, oh, crap, I don't want to sign up and have to pay the $4.99 every month, and then I'll forget about it, and the wife keep asking me to cancel it. So, because we don't have Apple TV. I only do like the monthly things, like when Star Trek comes out or something. But anyway, rant over. Yeah, subscription bases, they're plans, they're everywhere.
I look forward to it. If they make it worth it, it might be worth it to sign up with friends. Like I'll sign up with you guys if it makes it, where I can access my PC and my Xbox Game Pass. Because I already pay $15 a month. Well, you telling me I'll pay less money and have the same shit?
Yeah.
Well, fuck yeah, dude. Anyways, so Bomber Crew, I played that, man, and fuck, is that game hard. So I said I launched it, and you know how I own the DLC already, Gunny? Before you start questioning me if I really owned it. I launched it,
just
motherfucker.
Phil called me. Phil called me.
Listen, I launched it, all right? And it said load game, and guess what? I had a fucking save file from 2019 or 2018 on there. I was like, oh, you want to launch this campaign that you started 4 years ago? I'm like, yes. And I launched it. And so, like, this campaign, it was on the U.S. Air Force DLC, which I don't know the difference because the other one is the RAF, which I think is the Royal Air Force or whatever from Britain. And
bless the Queen.
Yeah. So, I launched the U.S. Air Force one because America, fuck yeah. So I loaded up, and all my guys were high level, like all my gunners and my pilot and my navigator, my radio guy, my engineer guy. They were all high level, like I'm talking like level 8s and 9s, right? I go to the first mission, and dude, if it was a critical mission or whatever, like one of the harder ones, I launched that motherfucker, dude. And holy fuck, did we get wrecked? We got like destroyed, dude. We got like my plane literally, Gunny, fell apart in the sky. Like they fucking poured, like the engines were gone. All right, I'm flying on one engine. I'm like trying to like do things, and I send one of my guys to repair like the electrical went out, so my radar goes down. I can't see the enemy planes coming at me. I'm getting shot at by all these fucking planes left and right. I'm freaking the fuck out, right? I'm like, holy fuck, what do I do? And all of a sudden, I send my guy to the back of the plane, and I see like a little parachute icon pop up on like 4 of my guys. And I look back, I like zoom out on my thing, I look, and the back of my fucking plane is just gone, dude. Like the whole back of the plane just fucking got blown off or something, and it's like gone, and the plane's like fucking nosediving Mayo into the water. It's going full speed. I'm like, holy shit! And it crashed, and like 2 of my guys went missing. 4 of them died or whatever. Like 1 guy survived. Like the pilot survived, I think.
What does that mean then? Like, every game ends, does it like, will those pilots carry over or something, or?
Yes.
So stats or whatever? Is that how it works?
Yes. So they were all level 9s or whatever. So it said mission success, right? So you go back to the splash screen when you land, either when you land or when the mission is over, when you crash or emergency, you can crash, emergency land or whatever as well. But when that happens, it'll show your stats, and it'll say mission fail or mission success, and that is your main objective on the mission. So it'll be like, hey, take recon photos of these this enemies or whatever, or like you need to blow up this base, or you need to blow up this boat, or you need to whatever. We blew up the base that we had to go blow up. We took an intel photograph of like another base. We took like a photo flying by it, and then we failed on the bringing the plane back home, because it'll give you like a bonus if you're able to recover the plane. Like either if you emergency landed on land, not on water, but if you landed on land, you'll get a recovery for it or whatever, and they'll repair it. And if you landed at your landing strip, then you get a recovery for it because you brought it back. But if you crash land, you'll get no recovery bonus for it because the plane is fucking wrecked. It's gone. But then all your guys, when you crash land, Mayo, like you can, when you upgrade your guys, you can have them wear like life jackets or like armor, or like on your boat, you can like add like a raft to the boat, like a level 1 raft, a level 2 raft, a level 3 raft. You can also add like a homing pigeon. There's like a little pigeon that'll like send out like looking for a rescue team or whatever. Like it'll go like try to get a rescue team to come find your guys. So I had those things on my plane. That's why the pilot survived. But like all the other guys died. And what happens then is you have to replace all your guys. But they all usually get replaced with lower level guys. And these guys were all level 9. I had to replace them all with like level 5s and level 4s. And like it's a big hit, dude, because when the more you rank up a guy, the more abilities they have. So like say to you, like your pilot, if he's a level 1 pilot, he can really only take off and land and fly the plane. But if he's like a level 5 pilot, he can do like he can do like an emergency dive. So like say you're flying high in the sky and your engine catches on fire, you can do an emergency dive, and he'll nosedive the plane towards the ground, and it'll put out the fire on the engine. You know what I mean? That's if you don't have a fire extinguisher tied to your engines or whatever. Or like your gunners, you can have like the ability to focus, and they'll focus on the enemies better. You can have the defensive ability where they'll just shoot randomly like into the sky, and it'll keep the enemy planes from coming close to you and getting more damage done. And like your engineer can have like a lean mechanic where he can make the fuel of the plane last longer, or he can boost the engines to make it go fast, like a little bit faster. So there's different mechanics that the different operators of each different station can have. You know what I mean, Mayo? The navigator can like look up, like once you like I think once the navigator becomes like a level 7, if you're on a nighttime mission, Mayo, instead of like because sometimes when you're flying the plane, there's low, medium, and high, right? On like how high your plane is flying. Usually you have to be flying on low for your navigator to be able to get your next waypoint to get back to base or whatever, or to your objective. But if you're flying middle, if there's no clouds, it's fine because he can see. But if you're flying and there's a bunch of clouds or it's raining, he's not going to be able to navigate. He'll tell you like, hey, I can't see where we're going. Like, I don't know where we're going. I can't see. And then even if you pull up your map, you cannot put a custom waypoint because you can't see where you're going either, right? But if you fly high in the sky at nighttime, you can have him navigate by stars. So he'll be able to look at the sky and look at the stars and be able to get you waypoints that way. Now, the downside to flying really high in the sky in this game is that when you go to high altitudes, Gunny and Mayo, it's really cold up there. So if your guys are not wearing like thermal clothing or whatever, they start dying. Like they start taking damage from the cold or whatever, right? And that's kind of like on a timer. Like it takes like maybe 30, 40 seconds for it to kick in. But you got to make that decision, right? Do I want to keep flying this high up in the sky to try to avoid the other fighters, or like, because some fighters can't fly that high, but some will follow you up there, but not all of them. And like I said, this game is kind of cool. It's really difficult though, man. Like,
I think, yeah, I mean, it's got a great strategy to it. That's awesome.
It is. It's really neat. The downside to it though, like once you crash your plane, it kind of resets all the stuff on the plane. Like it'll keep the same level armor you may have had on the plane, not all the time, but sometimes it does. But it'll reset like your guns. Like if you had like a level 3 gun, your gun is now a level 1 gun. If you had a level 3 like electrical system, Now you have a level 1 electrical system. If you had a level 3 radar system, now you have a level 1 radar system. Which the downside to all that shit is that all that stuff costs a lot of money to upgrade, you know? And like that plane that I lost when I loaded up my save, that plane was like fully equipped with like top of the line shit. And I go back to this hobo ass airplane, dude. And I was literally stuck in the game, Gunny, where the missions were both on like the hard missions. It was like very risky. Like every time I clicked on the mission, it said, this mission is super high risk, like very risky. There's an ace pilot in this mission. You're going to die most likely. Good luck. But there was no easy missions left. So what I had to end up doing is I had to restart the campaign completely because I was like, I cannot continue this campaign. Literally every mission that I would go on, Gunny, I just knew my guys were going to die. Like I didn't even try to keep them alive.
Die with honor.
It was just like, Mayo, you guys are going on a death suicide mission. Like, oh, we're going to go take a picture of a boat? Yeah, you're going to die taking a picture of that fucking boat, bitch. Good luck. Good luck, boys. You're all going to die. And, like, it came to the point where, like, these missions, like, I wasn't even trying to keep my guys alive, you know? Like one mission, I had, like, 6 guys dying in the airplane. The only guy left alive was, like, the navigator. And I had him go fly the airplane because the pilot got shot. And, like, he's flying the plane, but when you have no navigator, like, you open up your map thing to, like, set a waypoint, you can't because there's no navigator on the seat. So the guy's just trying to fly the plane, and you're aimlessly flying through the air. My engines are all busted. My fuel tanks are leaking. I had him crash the plane. I was like, emergency land. And he landed in the ocean and died like a fucking badass, you know? Like,
yeah. Like a boss.
He went down. Heart. He's getting a good funeral, you know. Right. His family knows that he died with honor. And then I looked at my fucking wall because there's like a wall of like, it'll show like your dead pilots, your previous pilots that died, and that fucking wall was full. Like there's like 50 walls that you can fill up. It's like a bunch of walls you can fill up with names. And dude, I had like 4 of those fuckers filled up with names. Just left and right, people were fucking dying, dude. Oh, it was terrible, man.
Those are all test pilots, yeah.
These guys all died with honor. All right, they haven't accomplished shit. We can't seem to bomb that fucking airbase. We will keep trying, guys. We'll keep
throwing guys at it.
America, fuck yeah.
It's a kind of a neat concept how you people can kind of level up and keep going on. Where I thought it was more like faster than light, where it was just kind of individual runs and you just kind of reset. You know, that's the way faster than light is. If you just fail, you fail, and you just go back to the title screen and you start back over. So that's kind of neat. Like it could be kind of something to like work forward toward, I guess. You know,
and like it gives you like you said, once you start a new campaign, like you get these intel points on top of it. Like you get gold to upgrade your plane and upgrade your guys and buy them gear, but you also get like these intel points. And each mission will tell you like, okay, if you complete the objective, you get 1,000 intel points. But if you do if you land the airplane back at base, you get an extra 200 intel points. And if you take a photo of like a recon photo somewhere, you get an extra 500 points. And these intel points, that's how you unlock your gear and shit, Gunny. That's how you unlock like your next level turrets, your next level engine, your next level, you know, armor, wings and fuselage or whatever. And like you could unlock some really good guns and really good things, but like you got to kind of have to pick and choose, right? Okay, so I only have 5,000 gold from the last run. What do I want to upgrade? I can upgrade one gun or upgrade my electrical system and my oxygen system. What do I need? What do I think I need more right now? Do I think I need to upgrade my systems more, or do I need to upgrade my guns more? It's kind of like you got to kind of pick and choose. And you can also equip your guys out with like thermal stuff, or you can have them like really armored up so they can take more like bullets or whatever. Or you can have it to where you equip them with survival stuff. So like you have them equipped with like life vest and like fucking like tactical survival shit. So like if you ever crash land, or you have them, because you can have the guys just bail out of the plane. Man, you say bail, they will all just start jumping from the fucking plane. Like even without a parachute, Gunny, they'll just fucking jump. All right, they're just like, oh, fuck it, man. Like fuck it, bro. We're gonna die anyways. We might as well just jump from the fucking plane, Mayo. Let's do it. Fuck it. But you can equip you can equip your plane with like first aid kits, and those will revive your down teammates. Like if you can have another guy go and like pick up a first aid kit and revive a guy. There's a medical station in your plane that you can have your guys heal up at if you ever get damaged, but that takes a little while to heal up. But there's also like you can equip your plane with parachutes, fire extinguishers. So if there's a fire in the plane, you can have a guy put it out. You can just have a bunch of parachutes in the plane. So like you have enough parachutes for your guys to bail out. Now the problem with the parachutes is like, say you have them all in the back of the plane, Gunny, your pilot may not make it to the back of the plane before getting shot and jumping out. So you got to kind of have to like strategically put at each station what you want, right? Like, okay, I want the medical kit here because I know these guys get shot a lot, so they might go down more. I want the fire extinguisher here, so it's easy to reach for this guy. I want the parachutes here. You know, you gotta have to pick where you want it because you can put it in the front of the plane, the back, or the middle. It's kind of like it's a cool strategy game, man, and it's really well done.
That's the whole pre-planning before takeoff.
Yeah, and that's all before takeoff, and then you take off, and you gotta like it's a really cool game, and I really, really enjoy that game. Like I kind of wish they made a sequel to it. Maybe not as hard, man. Like, but I think that's what kind of makes the game fun as well, right, Mayo? Because kind of like FTL, right? Where like you know you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail no matter what. Eventually, you're gonna fail, and you're gonna lose planes, and you're gonna have people die and people survive. But it's the grind, right? Like all right, like I'm gonna keep trying and get better and better and better.
Maybe the second one, Jesus. Maybe they should make something like. I'm not thinking Cult of the Lamb here, but I'm thinking more XCOM-ish, right? Where, hey, I can get this guy to level 4, and I can retire him, right? Well, not so much retire, but where you... What is
keep
it?
him aside.
Yeah,
like,
to the side, right? So then, hey, you're just kind of there drinking coffee in the lounge.
Yeah, you know what? I think that would be a cool mechanic to have like an A crew and a B crew.
Yep.
And be like, all right, for the B crew, I'm going to send, on the easy missions, I'm going to send like the low-level guys. And for the hard missions, I'm going to send the top motherfuckers, you know? I'm going to send
the elites, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to send the motherfucker. I'm going to send, what's his name? I'm going to send Tom Cruise in this motherfucking mission.
Yeah,
right
I just
now.
watched that yesterday. Maverick.
Sending Tom Cruise on this mission, Gunny. He's gonna fly his motherfucking plane. All right,
Mach
he's
10.
gonna
Fuck yeah, go.
He's going Mach 10. We're gonna fucking fly this fucking plane. All right. Oh shit.
Don't think, just do. Okay.
But yeah, I fucking love Bomber Crew, man. Great fucking game, and yeah, I really like it. I really fucking like it, man. And my plane, of course, has a big HGP logo on it because you can actually upload custom images to the game to put on your fucking plane. I put a big ass HGP logo on my bomber,
Nice.
and then it got blown up. So I know how to make the HGP 2 because you know it's a sequel to the first one.
Right. Yeah.
This one's still alive.
That's for sure.
The first one blew up pretty miserably, though. It was like an ugly looking yellow. Maybe that was the problem. It was too easily spotted in the sky because it was like a bright ass yellow with like red
Jeez,
wings.
Maybe.
Taxi, please.
It was a fucking bright yellow, it was like a clown plane or something, man. It was just flying in the air with big ass, like a big ass yellow airplane flying in the air. Oh, I don't see the enemy coming. It's just a fucking big ass yellow looking
People
thing in the
listening
sky.
now already know we're clowns.
Anyways, that's all I've been playing this week, man. I said just a lot of Battlefield, a lot of Bomber Crew, a lot of Cult of the Lamb, Mayo. I kind of want to go back. I've been watching Game of Thrones, and it kind of makes me want to go back and play some more Chivalry 2. That game is like that's like the one game I keep in my Epic library, Mayo, that's just there, and I go into it, and I always find matches, and it's just fun, dude. It's just stupid
So
fun.
Jesus, I recently watched that game for the first time, I think, since it launched. You know what it reminds me of? What I just popped in like on a Twitch stream. The Chivalry 2 reminds me of it's the Barbarian Call of Duty. That's the first vibe I got. I was like, that's what this game is. It's COD, but it's fucking melee weapon version is what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's so much fun.
Yep, I was like, that's what that looks like. It looks like freaking.
And that game, like I said, I'm not really good at it, man. But there is moments, right, when once I get a few matches in and I kind of get the parrying down, and there is moments in that game, man, where I'm fighting like 2 or 3 guys at the same time with like, and it's sword to sword. like Game of Thrones, like motherfucking medieval knight fucking combat, And there's times where I'm fighting like 3 or 4 guys, dude, and it feels like a fucking movie, man. Like I'm just fucking kicking these dudes and like parrying and like, like you're both swinging at the same time, so you're like swords meet, and you're like fucking like you hear like the fucking swords sliding against each other, and you're fucking and you get the one up on the guy and you fucking cut off his arm, and you're like, yeah, bitch, I cut off your arm, motherfucker. You're fucking stabbing him, and his buddy comes up behind you and stabs you in the back, and you're like, oh fuck, oh shit. And it's like a movie, Mayo. It's like Braveheart, motherfucker. You're out there fighting your ass off, trying to hold the line. You're holding off 10 guys and shit. Yeah, it's fucking epic sometimes, I think dude.
The favorite moments of just watching the game, I like the 3-way circle jerks, right? Where it's just like maybe it's you, and then it's one of your teammates who, you're just in the same squad, and then it's like an enemy. It's just like this 3-way just fucking close-up battle.
That was so hard to fight in Mordhau, or like if you get a teammate with you.
Yeah,
just like that.
Those are hard. Yeah, like I said, it's hard, but it's really satisfying when it's me against like 3 guys, and I'm holding them off, and I'm able to kill at least 1 or 2 of them. Sometimes I'm able to kill all of them, because I'm just in the mode, I'm like, I just am able to parry everything perfectly, and I'm able to chop one dude's arm off and then chop the other guy's head off, and then the last dude is alive, and he's like freaking the fuck out because I just killed his 2 buddies, and he's like, holy shit, this guy is really good, but it's just like a big psych out, because I'm like, nah, I'm not really that good, bro, but you think I am. So now you're fucked. Now you're fucked, motherfucker. You're like the Taliban, and I'm like a Navy SEAL right now, bitch. You're gonna get fucked up, and then I'm fucking him up, Gunny, and then I fucking scare him and I kill him.
Hey, yeah, that's the way to do it. Psych him out.
Psych him the fuck out, Gunny. All right. Anyways, I want to play some more. I want to play some more Mordhau too. I kind of went back to the game not that long ago, Mayo, and they've released a lot of updates for it. I just don't know if the player count is that high. It's like, I want to say the player count is maybe 1,000 players on average or whatever, or maybe 800 at a time. But do you still find matches? But they got like the Eastern Europe update or whatever, or the Eastern Asian update, where like they added like Mongolians to the game and shit. Like now you can fight as Mongolians or whatever the fuck. It's kind of crazy looking.
Yeah, were you saying they might release that on Game Pass or something? Did you?
No. Mordhau, no. It's a PC only game. It's on Steam.
Yeah, I think I actually own it on. No, did I play the beta? I think I own that. Jesus, we all played it.
Yeah, we all did. Yeah, for sure. But yeah. Anyways, what have you guys been? What have you been playing, Gunny?
I've been playing a lot of Conan Exiles with Leahy and Ghost Nico. So, all right. So first of all, Leahy, we were mentioning it in the Discord, and I was like, yeah, man, it's on Game Pass, right? And Ryan bought it, at launch or whatever, when it first came out to Xbox. And so that was, but I never played it. I think I was so busy either at work or just playing other things. And so I recently downloaded it on the Xbox, right? And I was like, man, this thing looks dull. And, the textures are dull. And I was like, So, and then Leahy was talking about, it's all crossplay and, we could probably play together. And I'm like, yeah, all right. So then I didn't even bother, I think, to so I downloaded it on the PC Game Pass, right? And I was like, man, do I even want to try it on here? Is that the same version? So looking on Steam this week, which is not on sale anymore, but I think it was like $12. I was like, hell yeah, let me pick that up. Add a piece of DLC while I'm at it. So there's quite a bit of DLC. I think I bought like the something like the castle, whatever, because a lot of it's just like, most of the stuff is cosmetic, right? But then some things are like, I guess they're more like shapes or whatever, more like pieces you can use to, for buildings and things like that. So, pick that up, and yeah, Leahy's got a server, or, he's belongs to this group or clan or whatever. So it's been great. I've learned quite a bit to this game, and I think the one thing that's really got me hooked so far, is just foraging stuff, man, and collecting and, just battling it out with, a lot of these just, NPC, creatures and, unlocking more shit. So yeah, it's good. I've been enjoying it quite a bit. So I know he's got like over 1,000 hours into it. He's more in that later game, more of the end game stuff. So he's like a sorcery guy, and he's throwing out, a lot of spells, because that's part of like the update they did that, I don't know, I think it was earlier this summer. So he's like, yeah, watch this, man. And like, he'll throw out this spell, right? And it's like it covers the whole area. Everything is foggy, right? For a very wide circle. And then it's just like random zombies in there. So what that is right, as long as you're in the clan, they're not going to kill you, right? But anybody in that area. So it could even be like they have NPC bases, right? So then, yeah, I could just hear them over there screaming, like, oh, like, yeah, there's zombies everywhere, So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. So, but yeah, I'm such in a early state right now, just trying to figure out the crafting and the benches and, armor and crap like that. But so far, man, I think the game looks great running on Steam. I only had one issue, and that was when I fired it up on Steam, I was like, hey, man, like Leahy, I was telling him that it's like the mouse is not lining up correctly with the things that I need to click on. He's like, just use the controller. That's what I use, because it's so much easier. I would agree with that for most things, like with the combat, I guess, right? So, you can quickly press, LB on an Xbox controller and, bring up the wheel to change your weapon to, something else that you would need, right? Whether you're healing or, another mechanic. So I was like, yeah, that works out. But then I researched it, quickly came across this thing that said it's, windowed full screen, Mayo. That fixed the problem.
I say maybe it's something to do with your resolution settings. I've had games before where I've messed around with my resolution and it actually kind of throws it off for a minute, and then the mouse doesn't match up where you're
That's what
click.
It was. I noticed that because I thought, wait, what the hell? I couldn't change it to, what the hell was it? It was something like, the 1440p or I don't know, the 2560. It was like this weird resolution, but it wasn't terrible, right? But when I was finally able to change that to the correct resolution, to the 2560, whatever it is, I was like, oh, this thing worked perfectly fine. So yeah, I think you always want to do window full screen, especially if you're hitting like a Windows key on the keyboard, right? If you want to go back into Discord or whatever else you're doing. So where before I was not able to do that. So, because I'm still a PC noob, and I was like, okay, I'm keeping it right there. It's perfect.
Gunny had a PC before I had a PC, and he's still a PC noob.
Right.
I'm still a noob, right? Hey, I play games on Xbox, all right? I'm a console hobo. So
he's that older guy that you have to teach technology to, Jesus. Like all the time.
How you connect to the Wi-Fi?
So there are messages of the day that Leahy puts up, right? I think because he's the admin on the server. So you know what today's message was? I think Leahy put it up earlier before he logged off, and it was for being Ghost Nico, and he's like, stop being freaking like the boomers, or something like that. I was cracking up because I was like, yeah, that was for me, wasn't it? Yes, I get it. Yeah, so if you're into games like Rust and Ark Survival Evolved and a little bit of Elder Scrolls in there, not much, but as far as like all the little crafting tables and alchemy tables and stuff like that. So then this game's right up there for you, man. I'm gonna continue to. I'll probably play it all week now. As soon as I get home, I'm gonna be out there just foraging, man, grabbing stuff and crafting and.
Yeah, man, like that's with me with Cult of the Lamb. That's how it was for like that first week, a couple weeks ago, man. I was going to work, man. I was coming home and playing that shit for hours, dude.
Yeah, I know. I know you were in the chat the other day. We were playing. You're just like, huh, man. I'm like deep into this game. Like yeah.
And like first, I was playing with mouse and keyboard, and I didn't realize I had controller support. And controller is so much easier and better. It's just way better on controller, man. Like it's a controller game for sure. And it even tells you when you launch the game, like, hey, make sure you play this with the controller. We recommend a controller. Like, yeah, you can play with mouse and keyboard, but like the movement inside a dungeon is hard to move diagonally when you're on a mouse and a keyboard. You know what I mean? So you're trying to dodge the guys, you're trying to move diagonal. It's kind of difficult, with the WASD or whatever. But it's still playable because I did the whole like first day I played it with just mouse and keyboard and it was fine. But playing with a controller, it's really good. Like that game is really good, man. Like I want more. I think I'm just trying to drag it along and not beat it because I know it's gonna come to an end if I beat it. Like I don't want to beat it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want it to end, man. It's like Cyberpunk for me. I did not want it to end, dude. Like I was ready to see the ending. I'm like, I'm here. I'm ready to see this, but I don't want it to end.
I think, Jesus, so you'll just have to go up a higher level unless you're already playing on expert.
No, I'm playing on normal, but I think I should play it on the next level up or whatever. Yeah. Speaking of Cyberpunk, I want to go back to that game. They just got all that new DLC.
I just happened to see that. I opened up Steam today, and it showed like that animated. Kind of showed like a trailer with the game and then the animated, because there's an animated version coming to Netflix, and it kind of showed the two like side by side. And it was kind of neat looking. It kind of made me want to jump back into it, like watching that trailer.
Yeah. I knew they could do a show about Cyberpunk, and I'm glad they are. Like
it's like animated though, but it looks interesting.
And I'm glad it's animated because I feel like if they went for like a show for Cyberpunk, like a real life action one, I feel it would be a lot like Altered Carbon or whatever.
Yeah, that was a good show.
The problem with the live action show with me and like something like Cyberpunk is that if the actors are not good enough, or like say the actors don't want to come back and redo the show or keep doing it, like it sucks. Like Altered Carbon, dude. First 2 seasons or whatever were fucking amazing, right? Amazing, dude. I fucking loved it.
I didn't know they made past season 2.
And or maybe it was past the first season. When the new season came out, I think it was season 2 came out maybe. The guy who was the main character, Gunny, like the main dude, the big white dude, I forget his name. He wasn't him anymore. It was like this new Asian guy they hired or whatever. Like because the guy he was doing like a movie or something, and he didn't have time to like shoot the show and the movie at the same time or whatever. So he didn't take the show contract. He wanted more money, and they just didn't want to pay him. So they said, "Fuck you."
Wasn't he also doing another sci-fi at the same time?
Well, yeah, but they said we don't want to pay you, and we don't need you. We'll just replace you with somebody else, and they did. And the new Takashi guy was fucking trash. I was like, new guy, fucking. It was like this black dude. I think he wasn't good at all. I was like, this show sucks now.
Well, anytime they change somebody,
the first guy did such a good job. I wanted to see more of him. I'm like, what the fuck is this new black dude or whatever? Because the story was like, oh, they changed his body or whatever because he like switched out his stack to a new body or whatever. And I'm like, I get that in terms of the show, it makes fucking sense. But the guy you chose is fucking stupid, and he doesn't like do a good job playing that dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they could really change your vibe on a show if you really don't like the lead.
So I'm glad that Cyberpunk is animated, because with animated shows also, Mayo, you can do a lot of cool shit and with the way less budget. You know what I mean? Because think about how much like all that CGI would cost to like in a real life action show for like a Cyberpunk show. Think about how much the CGI would cost to like have people with like the sword hands and like all the fucking tech, that they have like the vision upgrades and the fucking all this shit, like the AIs and all that shit. Like that would cost a lot of money to make all that and all the props and all that shit. Yep. Just keep it animated, and if you can still do a good animated show, man, there's really good animated shows on Netflix, and some of my favorites are like Love, Death, and Robots or whatever. Like that shit's really good. I fucking love that show. And there's a few other ones on there that I like that are animated, that are really well done.
Batman. But hey guys, real quick, because time is running out for me here. The only other game I played was an older game, Yakuza 0. So as we know, these games, I think they came out, that one came out originally in, what the hell was it? Was it 2015? I don't even know when it came out, but was it 2018 it came out on Xbox? I don't know when it came to Game Pass, but you can play a lot of those Yakuza games now on Xbox via PC and console, but available everywhere. So And I didn't know where this is like my second time I've played this game already, but again, it's been like almost a full year. But I really like the story, Jesus. I think you know, being a Yakuza and just being in that that Japanese mafia, and the story's really really good. I think it's just something different for me to play, and I like the combat. It's a lot of just mash the A button, press the Y button, you know what I mean? And just kick guys' ass. And I love the writing in here because a lot of it's just like, go get the thuggish men, stuff like that. It's like, thuggish men? What the hell? This is the 80s, man, 1988 over here. Going to payphones to save your game, stuff like that. It just brings back a lot of memories. And yeah, I'm really enjoying the story. I know I was reading a little bit of it today. I'm like, oh, I need to stop because I don't want to even spoil it for myself, even though, it's like, it's like this, it's like a prequel to some of the other games. So, but yeah, man, great game. But yeah, that's all for me, guys. And, just want to say peace out to all y'all and, have a good rest of the show.
All right, Gunny.
Gunny Chief out. Right. I'm getting Chief everywhere.
We'll see
mostly.
You,
Later.
Get this loser out of here. Get him out
Bye.
of here. Anyways, Mel, what have you been playing?
No, I don't know. I've been playing a little bit here and there. I've still been playing Spider-Man, the remastered on PC. I think I'm about 70 to 75% done. I think the last time I looked, I fought the Sinister Six the first time together, and then they kind of separate and you fight. I think it was was it like Shocker and maybe like Rhino together, and then it was like the other two together, like Vulture or whatever. And so I think I got the achievements for beating those guys, and just continuing to enjoy that game. And it really makes me want to buy a new graphics card and a new monitor. Like to play that game in ultra wide, I think it'd be kind of neat to see. Just swinging around the city and having the game with full ultra wide support would be kind of neat. And then just higher frame rate would just, I get decent frames. I'm getting like 90, I think, with max settings with ray tracing all the way on and stuff. But seeing these new GPU prices, I keep kind of like getting tempted to want to go out and pick up like a 3090 Ti. But I don't know. You're in the same boat I am. We both have decent graphics cards, so it's like, how much are we really jumping up for the money?
Yeah.
And then or do we just wait to the 4000 series? And if we can find a 4000 series, be the next question,
Well, okay, so I got some info about this. So recently Best Buy had a great sale on the 3080 Ti's. Mm-hmm. They were down to like $800, Mayo. Literally like $850 or something. That's really cheap. Considering the regular price for those things are like $1,000 or more. So they were down to like $850 recently, and they were brand new on sale off for like $400 off or something. And then Brink was telling me that just today Ethereum or a bunch of crypto markets announced that Ethereum will no longer be able to be mined within an update within the next month or so. They're going to update it so they're not going to be able to mine it with graphics cards anymore. So people are thinking that all these these crypto mining farms or whatever are going to dump all these cards, these 3080s and 3090s into the market, that it's going to drop. It's going to really bring a lot of used cards into the market at a cheap price, I'm hoping that's the case. NVIDIA just came out and talked about the 4000 series. They said they're ready to drop them and release them, but they said to not expect like a huge supply of them. And they're going to continue making the 3080s and shit and selling those. And I don't know, man.
Yeah, I see articles though too where NVIDIA said they secured, they paid so much money to secure so many components for the new series that they will be more available. So I don't know. You hear everything online.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for a 4000 series because I think about my graphics card and my PC, man, and it can still do a lot better than 90% of PCs in the market.
And that's kind of where I'm at.
And yours too, Mayo. Easily, I want to say anyone out there that has anything higher than anything that's a 2000 series or newer, your PC outperforms 80% of the 80% of the PCs out there easily. And if you have a 3080 or whatever, 3090, then your PC is like in the top 5% of the market. Literally, it is. If you look at the stats of like, go to like, what website is that where like you can see the like how many people have like so many PCs types or whatever.
Steam does a thing like that where they'll show like the results.
Yeah.
They do like a survey, and they can check your components,
your hardware or whatever. And a lot of people don't have like even 2080 Supers. A lot of people are still using like literally like 1060s and 980s and shit. People are still using those, man. Like really old AMD cards and NVIDIA cards. And we'll see. The new AMD card, it just got announced as well. Looks pretty cool. I just don't know if I would want to go AMD, man. I don't think I honestly would, to be honest with you. I know Brink has done both. He's done AMD and NVIDIA. But I honestly going to tell you the truth. Ever since he went from AMD to NVIDIA, he hasn't gone back to AMD.
Yeah. And that's what I see a lot.
I think like, it shows.
AMD was really popular for a minute when they had all these new Ryzen cards. Or not Ryzen, but whatever their series is more. I can't remember what they're called now. But they were really popular for a minute. The Radeon cards.
FX?
Yeah, the Radeon cards. Like they had that new, when they launched them a while back, that last patch, you know, they were kind of like passing NVIDIA on a few things here and there. Then NVIDIA came out with the new cards, you know, I think it was the 2000 series at the time. And it just seemed like they were both kind of like on even grounds in performance, and where NVIDIA was always better. But it just seems like everybody kind of fell off AMD again already. You know, like the cards don't seem as expensive, they're easier to get, and people don't really seem to be looking for them like they do the NVIDIA cards. Like when I go to my Micro Center, they always had AMD cards in the case, and no NVIDIA stuff. Kind of like you could almost compare it like an Xbox and a PlayStation. Like you can find some Xboxes in the wild, and you just can't find a PlayStation. Like still, you know, it's kind of almost something like that where
like,
you know, not saying that
like the NVIDIA fans are way better, yeah.
But it just seems like to me the NVIDIA is just way more reliable. That's what I've always gone. I've never had an AMD build, and you know, that's just a matter of preference. I'm sure there's plenty of great AMD cards, and
I like my AMD processor is great. Like it's a like the CPU. I wouldn't mind going with AMD again. You know, just because they're cheaper than Intel.
Yeah.
Even though I got a buddy who works for Intel that might be able to give me a good discount on a Intel chip, which I probably would do that. If I went with an Intel build, I would go to him for that. I would be like, bro,
definitely
go to Intel, give me one of your high-end chips, bro, and give me a big discount on that motherfucker, because he gets like a lot of money off of those things. Like one of the i9s, it will cost him like way cheaper than retail, dude. Way cheaper, like hundreds and hundreds of bucks off. But
maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I'll get a job at Intel, Jesus, and I can hook you up.
Yeah, go work for Intel. Give me some free shit.
Yeah, but, they're literally 5 mile away. So,
and you know, I was kind of interested to see what Intel has coming, because they keep talking about they want to get into the graphics marketplace, and they're working on something, and I want to know what they're working on. Like, is this a partnership with the current manufacturer? Like, is this like okay, we're going to have our Intel-based cards, but they're running off of the AMD platform, or they're running on NVIDIA's platform? Or is it just literally their own fucking thing, you know? And the problem with that is, like, yeah, there might be good cards, but are developers going to support them as well as they do the main ones? You know what I mean? Because it's like, now you're asking developers to, like, hey, man, now you got to develop for AMD, NVIDIA, and Intel, and you got to make sure this shit kind of works on everything now. And it's like the Xbox and X, you know, it's like the PS4, PS5, Xbox X and Series consoles. You know, it's like you got old gen and new gen, and like, what do developers want to support? You know, some games are obviously being, I feel like, held back because of the old gen systems. Now, I don't want games to be held back or whatever. Like, you know, have an Intel card, and then, you know, Mayo's over here telling me, hey, Jesus, you got this new Call of Duty, man. I'm getting like 400 frames on my 4000 NVIDIA series card. And I'm over here like, yeah, I picked up this stupid Intel graphics card, and it's fucking stupid as shit. It is giving me 60 FPS because it's locked in or something dumb. You know what I mean? Like I don't want that, you know? So we'll see what they do with that shit. I mean, I hope it's good. More. It might mean more competition, which might mean it will drive the prices down on the other guys too. We'll see, man. Whatever. That's just PC gamer talk, and
I kind of wanted to get a new graphics card as well to give my son my one I have here because his computer's getting old, but he really needs like a new motherboard and CPU. So then it's kind of like I would probably just yank all the stuff out of my PC and then build all new. But it
just give him your PC.
It feels like a lot of work. Well, then I gotta buy a case and all that stuff again. Where we already have decent cases. He has a nice case. I have a nice case. But like taking the motherboard and everything out of there just sounds like work.
Have him sell his PC and just give him yours.
I'd probably give it to my oldest son. That's probably what I would do. Like you give yours to my oldest son, and then I'll give this one to my youngest because he plays way more than my older boy. He does all the competitive Fortnite stuff and stuff. So it seemed like a more natural fit. But I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'll change something up. I don't know. But
what else have you been playing?
I kind of got back into Apex a little bit. I know you and I played together that like a couple of rounds, and I had the currency to pick up into 2 new characters, and I didn't even use them yet. I have played a few rounds. We were playing the arena mode when we had played, and a couple times where I'd run into some situations, it was like, oh man, I didn't know how to handle it, like where they kind of changed the character up or something like that, or something like that. Like, okay, this guy's doing something and maybe this is something different here. But I did play with Cadillacs. We did play a couple rounds the one day, and we did the Battle Royale mode, and we were having fun with it. We were playing duos, and man, am I bad at that game. Like, again, when I played it a lot, I was getting better, but when you go back to the game, it just feels like it's so much more difficult. There really is like a learning curve, I think, as you play the game more often, you just keep getting better at it. So like going back to it, I was so bad. In the same way when I was playing with you, Jesus, when we were playing arenas, it was such a hard time, like trying to get kills and knocks early on. It was like, oh my gosh, it's been like forever, So I was playing with Cadillacs the other day, and we were kind of joking around saying that we had to get a kill before we could like quit. And I'm like, man, I have to go to work. He's like, oh, it looks like you're gonna call off, And then we finally had a win where we got like 4 kills or something like that total. I think it was like 2 kills and 2 knocks or something like that. And we're like, phew, barely made it in time. But the stuff I've been playing a little bit. I just dabbled in Call to the Lamb. I said I'm not very far into that game at all. Like I said, Evan's been playing it here, and I've kind of seen what he's been doing, but haven't jumped into that. The other thing I've been playing, I went back to Deadcells. Vaderholic mentioned something in the Discord about they've rebalanced that game a couple times and had some new DLC come out. So jump back in that game, and I felt so lost. Like I've been playing it the last couple of days, and like there's so many new items. I had everything unlocked before, and now I have all this stuff that's unlocked or locked. And I'm finding all these new items, and I'm like, oh, how does this work into the effect, or the overall aspect of things, and how is this going to work in there? And so as I'm unlocking new items again, it's kind of brought some new life in the game for me. And kudos to them. That game is getting older now, and they just keep pumping out new content and new updates, and and they're always free. And they do have a couple paid DLCs. They did have one a little while back, and I did not pick that one up, and I'm sure I will. It's just a matter of getting through some of this new content first and getting that all unlocked, and then I'll probably buy the paid DLC because there's all these new biomes. There's like a bank biome since I've last played that's new. So again, multiple new weapons and stuff, and still trying to beat the 2BC. So Vaderholic has gotten through the 2BC finally. He's in 3BC, and he says they kind of rebalanced the game and changed the difficulty a little bit, and so he says it's a little more possible now to get through it. So hopefully in the next week or so, I'll probably put some more time into that and get through that game and see if I can get through 2BC into 3BC and keep going on from there. But that game is just like my addiction. It's just like it's my battlefield for you, Jesus. I just keep coming back to that game no matter what it seems like. They keep adding more things, and they just keep making it better. And they even said too that like they're just now like on their second part of the roadmap. Like they have a whole bunch of stuff planned for like the next couple of years. Like just continue to support this game, which is just crazy to me because, how often do you have a developer support a game? It's probably already been, 2 years already? That game kind of came out? That, they continue to support that game and just bring more and more stuff out. So, and it doesn't really, every time they add new weapons to the game, it doesn't really, like it all blends so well. Like it doesn't really make like the old stuff obsolete, and it doesn't make the new stuff too overbearing. Like it just blends really nice into it, and like you can just really mix it up and stuff. And so, I mean, that's pretty much mainly what I've been playing. I want to get through Spider-Man. I want to kind of grind through that the rest of the week as well, and play some Immortals: Phoenix Rising. I had that downloaded to the Xbox through Game Pass, and I kind of want to fire that game up again, and play through some of that because it looks kind of fun. Watching Evan here play Assassin's Creed Valhalla kind of makes me want to play like that single player, story-driven kind of campaign open world game. So I may jump in that Immortal Phoenix Rising. I can't remember. Did you ever play that, Jesus?
No.
No. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, it's a good game. I did see. It's kind of weird, Jesus. I happened to look at Game Pass today, so I was talking to my son, and he wanted to play NBA 2, not NBA 2K, but yeah, NBA 2K, and he was like, "Oh man, they took it off of Game Pass." I'm like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Maybe they have the new one coming on Game Pass." Well, I looked and it wasn't on there, but when I was looking on my phone app, it shows like new, like coming to Game Pass, Jesus, and. It only shows up on my phone, but that Metal Hellsinger game that's kind of like Doom or like rock music that Ryan and I really enjoyed says it's coming soon to Game Pass on 9/15, but it doesn't show it anywhere on my PC, and I don't know if it shows it on the Xbox, but it shows it on my phone as coming out in a couple of days. So I don't know if that game is even released, or if that's like a day one thing or not, but it shows it like coming out 9/15, so I'm kind of stoked for that. That's something I'll definitely play this week if it does come out, because that was kind of a neat game. It was kind of like Doom with the rock music. It had like the original music from a couple like real rock artists, and so playing through that would be kind of a neat game too. I was enjoying the demo on that, so looking forward to that. That's pretty much it for me. I've been working a lot again this week. It's been kind of crazy. This is my first day off in, I think, like 2 weeks. So it was nice to be able to have Evan let me record. So
Yeah, I'm glad Evan let you use his PC.
Right, I know, right?
I'm glad he let you use his bedroom, to record.
Yeah, it's only because he's in bed right now. He's got to work in the morning, so. But that's pretty much it for me, Jesus. Just, like I said, Spider-Man and a little bit of Apex here and there. And
Spider-Man is so good. Brain Guy's been playing God of War, man, and it kind of has me like thinking, I really want to play God of War again. Should I just buy it on the PC and play it?
Oh, I wonder if I can Steam share that with you. Just saving you from having to buy it.
Yeah, because that game is so good, dude. God of War. He was telling me about the giant snake, and he's going to go and like fight it. I'm like, I remember the giant snake. I remember fighting the big giant guy, like the huge giant guy. Oh, that game is so good. I wish the new one was coming straight to PC, dude. Fuck. I would be on it day one.
Yeah, good luck at that.
Sure. It's coming this November on the PS5. All right, well, let's get into some news. It's news time.
Since we don't have any Gunny over here.
News time. Call of Duty news, Mayo. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Mayo.
Mm-hmm.
The beta is kicking off this weekend. That is this weekend coming up. Starts Friday, September 16th. This will include the PS5, PS4 owners who have pre-ordered already. This will run through the 17th. With the beta opening up for everyone on PlayStation from September 18th through the 20th, Mayo. The next beta date will then proceed from September 22nd to the 26th. Remember, you're getting early access to the open beta with your pre-order, and you don't have to pay anything until the game ships in October. So you can just pre-order, get a beta code, and then cancel your order, and then still get into the beta. But if you do not want to pre-order the game, do not worry, Mayo. You can still get access to the open beta on select days. Like I said, the first couple of days is for the pre-order people. Once it hits the 18th, it becomes open for everyone on the PlayStation. So if you are a PlayStation owner and you want to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, this is a way to play it. PlayStation is still the home of Call of Duty as of now. They still have the exclusive rights to the DLC first, and they have exclusive rights to open betas first and maps first. I think that continues for the next 4 years or so, they said. So, that contract was signed, like years ago, right? Remember they signed like a 10-year deal or something. In other news, so on weekend 2, September 22nd to the 23rd, early access becomes available for the Xbox and the PC as well as the PlayStation. This means that if you are an Xbox, PC, and or PlayStation pre-order member on the weekend number 2, which is the 22nd, on the 22nd and the 23rd, if you have pre-ordered the game, you get early access, Mayo. Once again, you can pre-order the game and not have to pay for it and get a beta for it. And one way to do that is probably through Amazon or through Walmart or something. Just, you pre-order the game, right? You get a code. Then all it is a code that you go to the Activision website, you put it in, and you get early access. You select what platform you want the early access on, right? And it'll ask you, do you want the early access on the Xbox? Do you want it on the PlayStation? Do you want it on the PC? It'll ask you to link your account, and then it'll give you access to it. That's on the 22nd to the 23rd. Once it's the 24th of September, Mayo, if you don't want to go through the pre-ordering thing of canceling it and whatnot, you go on the 24th, and you get access open on all platforms from the 24th to the 26th. So there you go. There you go, Mayo.
I think... was it confirmed that this is coming to Game Pass this year?
No,
it was not. Okay,
it is not coming to Game Pass. Okay, so Xbox has come out and said yes. Once we acquire Activision, we will put everything on Game Pass.
All right, so we're still waiting for all that.
They're still waiting on the acquiring. People think that the acquiring won't happen till next year, maybe even the year after. So we still got a ways to go for that. So, you know what I mean?
For those hoping and waiting, might as well just buy it.
Right?
Yeah.
Might as well just buy it at this point. I got a buddy who bought it on Xbox like months ago. He's like, yeah, I just pre-ordered it, man. He's like, I know I'm gonna play it, so I just bought it. I'm like, I should just buy it on the PC because I know I'm gonna play it. like you're gonna play it too, man. Just buy it.
It seems like the last one I really enjoyed, the Modern Warfare one on PC.
Oh fuck yeah!
Everybody was playing that, especially on PC. Like a lot of people started playing it that wasn't into it as much. I felt like more your PC people, and I think this one will bring back a lot of PC players again. So I'll probably definitely be jumping into it as well. So,
yep. In other news, Ubisoft came out today and said they're now increasing the price of all their AAA titles, Mayo, starting with November's Skull and Bones release. According to this report, Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot confirmed that big releases for current-gen consoles for the Xbox Series X, S, and the PS5, like other recent AAA releases, will be priced higher. He said, quote, some of the games will come at the same price as the competition. The big AAA games will come at $70. Apparently, this comes at no surprise, as $70 seems to be pretty much the new standard for most major titles. Releases like Call of Duty Black Ops sold for $70 at launch, as well as NBA 2K 2021. He also emphasized that only some and not all of Ubisoft titles will have that $70 price tag, Mayo. He said Assassin's Creed Mirage, releasing next year in 2023, will only require you to pay $50. So that's not a AAA title, apparently, right? Because he said AAA title.
And the next news article we have, maybe we'll hit that more. I'm kind of confused in the whole Assassin's Creed thing right now. Like, I haven't really been following it that close, but maybe this next article will help.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on.
Because Mirage I thought was next, but you said maybe it's not maybe considered a AAA title?
It's not a AAA title, Mail. So, with this being said, during the Future of Assassin's Creed portion of the September 2022 Ubisoft Forward, 4 brand new Assassin's Creed games were revealed, Mail.
4.
Okay? 4. Not 1, not 2, Mayo. 4 fucking games. All right. So there's 2 mobile games and 2 games coming to console and PC. Project Jade seems to be the games that's furthest along, given that it had a trailer featuring actual in-game assets. This game is going to be set in China. Project Jade is going to release for mobile devices only. So, who else? The other announced Assassin's Creed mobile game is likely not nearly as far along in development as it is currently. Doesn't even have a name yet. It says Ubisoft is now making a brand new game, Mayo, in partnership with Netflix. This mobile title will launch exclusively on the Netflix app on your phone.
Okay.
That is something else, right? Exclusive to the Netflix app on your phone. That's weird to me. That seems like, is this how Netflix gets into games? They're going to launch a gaming store? Are they going to get removed by Apple from the iPhone because they got a game store on their shit?
Oh, could you imagine?
Oh, man.
It's
People
a
will be
big
mad.
lawsuit all over again.
The 2 larger Assassin's Creed projects are currently codenamed Red and Hex. Both projects will be part of the Assassin's Creed Infinity, with Project Red coming after Assassin's Creed Mirage, which is now scheduled to launch sometime in 2023, and then Project Hex is after that one. Project Red is an Assassin's Creed game set in feudal Japan, Mayo, and will see you play as a shinobi that seemingly joined the ranks of Assassin's Brotherhood. Japan has been a long requested setting for an Assassin's Creed game, and they said, quote, Project Red is our next premium flagship title and the future of our open world RPG games in Assassin's Creed. So he said, it is being developed by Ubisoft Quebec, the studio behind Assassin's Creed Odyssey, under the creative direction of Jonathan Dumont. Says Ubisoft was a little bit more coy about Project Hex. The teaser for the game evokes a Blair Witch vibe, and it says to be teasing an Assassin's Creed game, Mayo, set during the witch trials in the Holy Roman Empire. They said they have our veteran team behind the Assassin's Creed Valhalla in Montreal, the birthplace of Assassin's Creed, who's been hard at working on that project. And that one is being led by creative director Clint Hawking. And they said it's going to be a very different type of Assassin's Creed game. So it's like they're creating an Assassin's Creed, what you would call it, like a universe, right? Like they're kind of like it. We're bringing all these Assassin's Creed games. You guys wanted it, right? We could do it. We can make these different games in different settings with different styles, but they're all in the same universe of assassins. They're all assassin brotherhoods, you know? And that's kind of cool to me. I'm kind of excited to see what they do here. I'm really excited to see what they do with that Assassin's Creed Japan. That looks fucking cool to me. And it's kind of cool to see that they're bringing back like they're going to the Holy Roman Empire and doing the whole witch trial shit. And that's kind of cool. So we'll see what happens. I mean, that's big, man. It's big.
When I hear like a Japanese version of Assassin's Creed, I think of Ghost of Tsushima. Like it just kind of pops in my mind. And again, I've never even played it, but it kind of pops in my mind.
It does, and then it doesn't, because Ghost of Tsushima is a samurai game, and in this one you're going to be a shinobi, which is more like I would say a ninja, right? So you'd be more sneaky and shit, more ninja-like.
Like a typical Assassin's Creed game. You know, like it's kind of, well, I don't know, but Valhalla really wasn't being sneaky. It's more, you know.
Yeah, that one was more action. Yeah, I guess you're right. Who knows?
But yeah.
Also, Valhalla, they announced an announcement about Valhalla as well. They got a lot of Assassin's Creed news. Valhalla will also be getting a final DLC towards the end of 2022. And they said this final bit of DLC will tie up the storyline for Valhalla, Mayo. So there you go.
It's a lot of
Wow.
Assassin's Creed.
Well, it's probably their most, I would say, their most successful franchise besides like Rainbow Six.
Yeah,
right?
probably.
Because I mean, what
It's
else do they
weird
really have going
because
for them, right?
we
Because
we
they
have
got
not heard much from them in general. You know, like you don't hear much about the Division. You don't hear much about Rainbow Six or
I mean, you know they're there, but like you don't really hear like new stuff about it, right?
right, or what was the shooter, not Division, but the other one, the middle. It's like on the Xbox Game Pass right now. Wildlands. You know, the
Oh
Ghost.
yeah, okay.
You know, like that
Yeah,
as well. Like you just don't hear much about those games.
they're there. You know they're kind of popular, but you don't. It's like they're just like there, you know. And other news, Mayo, and other. I'm looking at all this news here. In other news, 343 Industry head Bonnie Ross is leaving the studio. Oh my God, what's going on over at Microsoft? Man, what's going on over there? Bonnie Ross, who co-founded current Halo developer 343 Industries and has now served as the studio head since 2007, is leaving 343 and Xbox. The news comes by way of Ross's Twitter account, which mentions that she wishes to stay with Halo until the upcoming winter update, but she is leaving the studio amid a family medical issue. Since the studio's founding in 2007 under Ross, 343 Industries has worked on several Halo games, including Halo 4, Halo the Master Chief Collection, Halo 5 Guardians, and Halo Infinite. This says here that the studio fully took over the Halo franchise following Bungie's departure from the brand after 2010's Halo Reach. Ross oversaw the Halo franchise for Microsoft and Xbox ever since. She first joined Microsoft in 1994 and has worked on several projects, including studio manager, producer, general manager, and most recently, corporate vice president and studio head. It says here in 1997, she co-founded the Microsoft Women in Gaming community to help women in the industry network and support each other. So, yeah.
No, I mean, you know, you got to respect her. You know, it sounds like it's a personal medical reason, like in the family or herself, and
Yeah.
you know, she's not just leaving because she's not happy there or something like that, or she's moving on to some other company. It looks like she's going to take care of some business at home.
Yeah. And other news, let's move on here to other news now. State of play, not state of the play. State of play from PlayStation Mail. Big news from PlayStation here. The number one gaming console in the world. With Tokyo Game Show just around the corner, it's almost time to celebrate the amazing creative contributions of the Japanese game development community, Mayo. It is also perfect time to kick off another State of Play. State of Play returns tomorrow, Mayo, Tuesday, September 13th, with a live broadcast at 3 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 p.m. Eastern. You can watch it live on Twitch and YouTube. It says here, from tomorrow's show, we'll have some great updates from our amazing Japanese partners, along with a few surprises from developers all around the world. Expect about 20 minutes of reveals, Mayo, with new updates and fresh gameplay footage for not one, not four, not 8, Mayo, but 10 games coming to the PS5, PS4, and PSVR2. See you tomorrow. This was straight from the PlayStation website at their PlayStation blog. So tomorrow, 3 p.m. What do you think they're going to show, Mail? I think that we're going to definitely see God of War.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see what they have with that PSVR 2, man, because I'm not going to lie, that thing looks sleek, dude, and I think that thing is going to be awesome as fuck.
I think you're going to see maybe two titles that are PSVR. That'd be kind of weak if they just show one, right?
Yeah, this show one is like, what the fuck?
You know, so I would say they showed 2 PS2 or PSVR2 titles. Probably 6 PlayStation games. I'm not sure what they would be. And then the other two are just kind of, what would you say it was like Vita or not Vita?
Well, they don't have Vita anymore.
Yeah, it's not Vita. What would you say is the other one they're gonna?
PS4, PC as well. I think they said.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they could make a PC announcement, maybe in there somewhere.
Oh, massive Ultimate. What was that? The Last of Us coming to PC.
Yeah. Oh,
because hey, that HBO show is launching pretty soon, Mayo.
Yeah, and that'd be a good way to maybe get some sales. Like launch.
Yeah, The Last of Us. Yeah, fuck yeah, that would be super smart of them. In other news, BioWare is selling Mass Effect scented candles, Mayo. That's right.
Mass
BioWare
Effect scented candles
is now selling the Mass Effect Element Zero scented candle. It's a coconut soy wax candle. It just smells like orange wood and cedar wood. It is only available through the BioWare Gear Store, Mayo. That's right. If you're looking for a nice candle. Hey, man, fall time is coming, Mayo. It's candle season, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Get in. It's what the kids do these days. Kids get, they're like, it's candle season, man. Like trust me, man, watch. Your kids are going to be asking you for candles this fall. They're going to be like, Dad, I need candles. Everyone at school has candles. They have candles in their backpacks, on their desk, in their lockers. I need me a candle. Give me all the candle. I need a candle subscription.
And how else can you better equip them by sending them a Mass Effect candle, right?
Element Zero candles, man. All right. Get the hint of orange wood and cedar wood. Yeah. In other news, there's been a lot of questions, Mayo, floating around about major gaming franchises following Microsoft's move to acquire Activision Blizzard earlier this year.
Understandable.
So, however, as we get closer to the deal closing and as more eyes take a closer look at the deal in order to evaluate its impact on the industry as a whole, we have now statements from chiefs of both Xbox and PlayStation to give us a better idea of what to expect, or perhaps more accurately, what not to expect. First, last week, The Verge reported that Microsoft will keep Call of Duty on PlayStation for, quote, several more years after this existing deal, which is not a surprise considering a similar statement was made back in February. That article also stated that Phil Spencer wrote an email or a letter or like a Dear John letter to PlayStation CEO Jim Ryan to share his commitment and Xbox commitment to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation alongside the expected release of each new Activision Blizzard title to Xbox Game Pass on day one. But what does several more years actually really mean, Mayo? Well, in a report from GameIndustry.biz, we got to hear PlayStation's side of the story. More specifically, that Microsoft promised to keep Call of Duty on their platform for 3 years past the current agreement, Mayo, which Jim Ryan came out and said was, quote, this is from Jim Ryan, all right? He was writing this as he was saying this as he was on the toilet reading the email from Phil Spencer, like, what the fuck is this bullshit? He said, quote, inadequate on so many levels, end quote, considering their nearly 2-decade history Call of Duty has on PlayStation. So this is a developing story, of course. Who knows what's going to happen? I mean, everyone was saying, right, Phil Spencer's being kind of vague here, right? He's saying, oh, yeah, we're going to keep it on several more years on PlayStation, guys. Don't worry, man. It's cool, you guys. We're all good. We're buddies, right? We're buddies, Jim. They're smiling on camera next to each other in the interview, And then as soon as the camera turns off, Phil Spencer walks off.
Pushes him down the stairs.
Like, yeah, get me the fuck off of this bullshit-ass fucking interview. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, Jim. Suck on my nuts. I'm out of here. And Jim is sitting there like crying, like, oh, I told you he was an asshole. And Phil Spencer's just walking off, burning out in his Corvette or whatever out
front.
His
leather jacket.
Yeah, and his cool leather jacket.
I think it'd be like a Camaro, not a Corvette. Like a Corvette's more like a sport car, like Camaro's like muscle car. Good go with that leather jacket.
even though it's like 115 degrees outside, he's wearing a hot ass leather jacket.
Right.
Because even if it's 200 degrees outside, he's always wearing a cool jacket. Yeah, that's
Jumping
right.
in like a Charger Hellcat or something like that and peeling out and taking out of there.
Yeah. while Jim Ryan jumps in his Japanese little Toyota Camry.
I would say a Tesla. I'd say he's like a Tesla kind of person. He would be getting one of the electric Chargers that would just announce that everybody's hating on.
It makes no noise as it pulls off.
It makes fake noise. It makes noise now. It has a fake speaker in the back or something.
True. Shit.
I mean, is it possible that maybe just Xbox really hasn't known how they're going to handle it yet, and they're just saying, well, we're going to do this for now, but they maybe haven't even gotten that far yet. Like there's probably a lot of stuff going on, and the acquisition of all that stuff. I'm sure they've had discussions, but it probably is kind of left kind of open too. They could, they don't want to like rush into anything and say like right away, like, oh, we're taking this off of PlayStation. I'm sure there's a lot of conversation, a lot of, like we've said before, that's a lot of money. That could
that's
be lost.
a lot of money. Yeah.
And how does that make them look? So I'm sure they have to like contemplate.
And
some
not
of
just
that,
but the popularity of Call of Duty. Like, think about the outrage if they come out one day and say, "Hey, man, look, Modern Warfare 4 is coming, man. Okay, Modern Warfare 4 is coming, but it's coming to the Xbox and PC, and that's it. Fuck PlayStation." Think about the outrage of the PlayStation fans. They're gonna be fucking mad. They're gonna be like, "What is this bullshit? Like, what the fuck? I've been playing Call of Duty my whole life on PlayStation." Because, that's going to be a fact in a few years from now. There's going to be gamers that have only ever gamed on a PlayStation. They started with the PS4 or whatever, And they're going to be like, well, I've only ever played on PlayStation. I don't want to play on an Xbox controller. I don't want to play with your stupid offset thumbsticks and shit. I don't want to play with your stupid... I want my haptic feedback, bitch. You guys don't have that on your stupid hobo Xbox controller, Like it's going to be like that, right? So... I wonder, like, the outrage is going to be big if they really do come out one day and say, yeah, look, we really do plan on making this exclusive. Not right now, but eventually. Like, maybe if they get ahead of it and start, like, doing it now, where they just start kind of throwing it out there, like, yeah, maybe we will be exclusive with it, Like, maybe if they start kind of sowing the seeds now, right? Like, say, hey, look, man. Like, look, Mayo. Like, it's not going to happen tomorrow, Mayo, but, like, you know what? Like, we're gonna break up, man. We're not gonna be together in like 4 years. Like, this is like this is gonna end. This relationship is gonna end. PlayStation. We're not gonna be hanging out with you guys anymore. Or whatever, like, fuck you. Like what's the response from PlayStation at that point? Do they all of a sudden say, you know what? Fuck you, then, man. Hey, Destiny is only available on the PlayStation. Do they turn around and do that? Do they turn around and start pulling off shit? Making things way more exclusive to their platform. I mean, how does all this turn out? Who knows? It's kind of, to me, it seems like counterintuitive to what Microsoft has been doing for the last, I don't know, 5 fucking years now, where they want to put everything on everything, right? To all of a sudden come out and say, well, we want to put everything on everything, but we're going to now buy something that's been on everything and take it away from certain people. Right. That's a big change, right? That's a big change from your narrative that the narrative that Phil Spencer has been painting this whole time, where he's saying, hey, man, everyone's gamers. We want Game Pass on everything, Everyone's a gamer. We want, we want everyone to play Halo. We want everyone to play Gears of War. We want everyone to play Microsoft Flight Simulator. We want everyone to play all our exclusive games because we love the gamers. All of a sudden say, you know what? We love all the gamers, but fuck you, Call of Duty bitches. You're going to play that shit on Xbox, motherfucker. All right, Mayo, you're going to fucking come over here. You want to play Call of Duty, Mayo? Guess what? Buy an Xbox.
Right.
Or get a PC, which is still our software. Like, what do they do there,
Yeah, it's just gonna be interesting. But I and then the legal aspect of things too, I think probably keeps from saying too much too, because they, they're part of the Sony's. I think their complaint was saying that, Microsoft could be a monopoly, or they're taking all the games, or whatever. Not saying and Microsoft's been saying, no, we're going to purchase it, but we're going to leave it on the PlayStation for so long, kind of thing. I know there's some legal issue behind that too. So, maybe they're being careful as well as to, how long they're going to keep it on PlayStation or not, or how they word it at least.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll see what happens with all that. I mean, see here, what other news do we have? That's all I have for news.
You see, you mentioned the controller. It kind of popped in my mind. I saw an article today. It kind of popped up, but there's a new Elite Series 2 controller Core Edition coming out.
Well, yeah, so it doesn't come with like, how like my Elite 2 has like the case and the thumbsticks and the paddles and all that shit. Well, this one just comes with the controller and the paddles. It doesn't come with like the swappable thumbsticks. Now, I don't know if you can buy those. Like say if you're like say you go on eBay and you buy like a set of thumbsticks and you swap them out. Maybe I'm not 100% sure on that part, but I know it's the core controller. So it's just the controller itself with like a charging cable. Now it has all the features, I'm assuming, of the Elite 2 Standard Edition
on the bottom or whatever it is that are different, right?
It has all that. And I even think it may have the swappable thumbsticks. Like you can pull them off and shit, but it doesn't have the replacements for it. Like it doesn't come with anything but the controller.
How often do you guys actually do that? Like the people that own the Elites, how often do people change those out? Or is it a lot of people just buy them and just use what's on it?
No, so like the standard ones, what I did to them is I swapped mine out for I have the taller one on my left thumb and I have the shorter one on my right thumb. And that's kind of how it feels more comfortable in my hand that way for some reason, I don't know if it's because the movement is on my left thumb. It's easier to move with a longer thumbstick. And I need the quick twitchy moves with the right thumbstick or whatever, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think that's why I have it set up that way. Now, if you buy the Core Edition, you're not going to be able to do that because it just comes with the two thumbsticks that are the same height, I don't know. Let me look it up real quick.
I wonder if that would make it open it up for like a third party, like to make some cheap analog sticks and getting some different ones that would work on it. If they don't do that already.
Well, you can actually buy the thumbsticks on Amazon right now for $20. So they do sell the thumbsticks. There is companies already making the thumbsticks, Mayo.
Okay, yeah. So, and how much is this new Xbox controller going to be?
So the standard Elite one cost about $180. This one comes at $129.99. However, you can change. It says here you can change out the components. So you can change out the D-pad and stuff. Because that's one thing you can also do on this, right? You can have like the little disc D-pad, or you can have like the cross D-pad or whatever on it, and you can change the thumbsticks and shit. This says you can change the components on the controller, but you have to purchase the complete component pack. And that will come with the interchangeable thumbsticks, the paddle shapes, so the different paddle types, and a D-pad. The pack does include the carrying case as well, which it comes with the charging dock, which is the case. It's kind of the case that I think that I can't pull the charging dock out of the case, but I keep my case and shit just all together, like it's easier to store that way. The charging dock and the USB-C cable, that will cost you another $60, which is the same price as just buying the regular. It's the same price as buying the regular Elite 2.
It's a little more, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. It's
130 and 60 be 190.
I guess, right? Well, I guess that's what the regular. How much does the Elite 2 cost?
179. I just seen it in an article.
All right, so it's a little bit more. Okay, I guess you're right. So $10 more. You can pre-order both right now. You can order it's called the Complete Component Pack, and the Series S Core. You can pre-order those. Yeah. Now I know the Elite, the Core comes in Elite 2. I know it comes in white and black. So the white one has the white color, the white buttons and shit, but it has the black D-pad and the black grips, and it also comes in the black color as well. I guess that's one thing. If you want a white one, right, you would have to buy the core and then buy the component pack.
What's looking at the pictures on this article? What's the little three white little marks right beside the D-pad on the white one?
So those little marks, I have them on mine as well. You might not be
you
able
can't
to
see it in the picture on the other one. On the black one.
Yeah, on mine they're on there. They're like it's very hard to see. Like right here, you can whatever. It's like right here, these three little notches or whatever. Yeah. They're there. Those are like profile settings. So you can like when you go into the Elite 2 software on the PC, because you could download the app on the Microsoft Store. You can set profiles up. So like I actually have a profile set for Battlefield. I have a regular standard profile, and I believe I have a Call of Duty profile on there as well that I made, or I think I made an Apex Legends one of the three or whatever. But you can like you press that button on the top of that, and you can switch between the three profiles whenever you want to.
Gotcha.
So like that, what I mean by profiles is like you can reprogram the entire controller. Like you can have the right thumbstick be movement, the left thumbstick be what the right thumbstick does. You can have X be the B button. You can have A be the Y button. You can like switch all the buttons around or whatever, you know. It's pretty interchangeable like that. And also it programs like your trigger pull, your tension on your trigger pull or whatever, like how fast the trigger reacts. And you can also program like your curve on your thumbsticks. You can program the how smooth or how fast the input detects on your thumbsticks.
That's what I need because I can't aim.
Yeah,
like
you could
playing Spider-Man the other day. It reminded me I was using that dual sense, you know. And there's a couple times where you'd have like a little cursor and you'd have to like just kind of move the analog stick to highlight over top of an item, like pick up like a walkie-talkie and it'd play like a message. And I kept overshooting it, like it would like go too far. Like it just was not like, it was bad. I'm like, Jesus, this is bad. It was interesting. Nice. I tried it like 3 times one time. Then one time there was like a quick time event or something like that. And it literally like I almost failed it because I couldn't get it to line up correctly. Like I would overshoot it, then undershoot it, and then I'm like, oh my gosh. I managed to get my way out of it. It's just so funny like how bad I am with a controller when it comes to, you know, like smooth, precise aim. Like I feel like it's all or nothing when I do use my analog sticks.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you'll get there. Keep playing on mouse and keyboard, you'll get there as well. And you'll be the same way. Any other news you got for us, other Jesus?
No news. I mean, other than that's really it. Yeah, no other big news in the gaming world. I mean, it's just that big games are coming soon, man. Like I said, you know, it's now we're getting into game season, right? Now it's hopefully we're gonna get releases back to back here and get some cool titles coming. Yeah, I'm looking forward to
that. Moving on, I don't know if Gunny updated the console corner or not. Just going by off the notes here, he has Throwbill and Double Kick Heroes on Xbox Gold. And then he had Xbox Game Pass as being Disney Dreamlight Valley. Have you played that yet, Jesus?
I keep hearing about that stupid fucking game.
I hear Animal Crossing vibes.
I have no interest
because I know you like that Animal Crossing.
Look, that's why I like Cult of the Lamb. I like building my stupid little fucking village, right? But it's all demonic and shit, bro. How do I go from that to fucking
Disney
fairy princess shit on Disney? You know, like nah. I don't know. Well, maybe I'll check it out. You know, maybe it's something that I'll have my kid launch and play, and I'll watch her play it a little bit. We'll see. You know, because my kid is into games, man. But like, she's into like fucking Roblox and shit and Minecraft. She's so into Minecraft. She's been into Minecraft since she was like 4 years old, Mayo. Isn't that fucking crazy? She's been in that her whole life. Her whole life, she's known Minecraft.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That is fucking, she's 11 years old and her whole fucking life, she's known Minecraft. I'm like, that is fucking crazy to me that's like a thing, you know, like she's never not known Minecraft. She's known that it's always there. Like,
yeah.
I was just thinking about that the other day. I'm like, that is nuts. And she's always talking about it. She's like, yeah, like I was building this out the other day. I was doing this. And I was trying to figure out how to do this thing. And like, she'll watch YouTube videos and shit on like how to do like different things in the game or whatever. And she'll like fucking try to do them herself, you know? It's just wild to me that like some kids out there, man, grew up with that stuff. You know, they just grew up with Minecraft and, man, imagine if we grew up with Minecraft, man, how games would be nowadays.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Fuck, imagine when she's like fucking older, dude, how games are going to be like in 20 years. Fuck. That's going to be wild. Shit's going to be super realistic or super cartoony.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be like completely
one or the other, right? Like I think we're gonna go one or the other direction. Like it's gonna either go one way or the other. Like I don't know, man. You know, we'll see.
Yeah, interesting. I guess moving on, Jesus. On Gunny has on PlayStation Plus for September, Need for Speed Heat, and whatever this is, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus and Toem. I'm not really sure what that is on the notes there, but something I've never heard of, but could be a good game worth checking out if you have PlayStation Plus, so check it out. And then he has over in the Mighty Epic Score, Jesus. I did see it pop up on our Discord, you know, and if you can't join us our Discord, over at HGP Discord. And we have a channel in there that has a bot that will, you know, list the free games. You know, thanks to Braun over there at This Xbox Life. He kind of had one on his server, and he kind of walked me through some of it. And we got it set up over here, and it's saying that Realm Royale Reforged Epic Launch Bundle is free over in the Epic Store right now. So
fucking Realm Royale. Who wants to play that?
I didn't know that game was still around. Like, in all honesty.
Let's look up the player count. I'm just curious. Realm Royale. Let's look it up real quick. We'll see what has going on here. In the past 24 hours, Mayo, it had 1,400 players. A few seconds ago, it had 582 players online. That's on Steam. It could have more because of Epic, or I don't know if it's it should be crossplay between the two, but I don't know how they count those numbers.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it's tracked, if it's only on Steam or how that's tracked, but that's pretty much all I have in the free game section or the subscription stuff. Just moving on, Jesus, to community questions. We just have a couple. Good old Brian Tulp Jr. He wants to know, is the corn song become the official state song for Ohio? And
well, what the fuck is the corn song?
I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe just make a playlist because of corn, but maybe there's a corn song. I don't know. It evidently is not the official state song. But
it's the corn song. I'm gonna look it up now. It's corn. It's a TikTok song.
Oh, there we go. That's why.
I might have to play this in the end of the show. I don't know.
Yeah, there we go. Let's add it. Let's add it in the show. We can.
I'm gonna add it to the show now. The corn song from TikTok, Mayo.
It may not be the official state song of Ohio, but we can make it the official HGP Mayo song. I don't know.
This is a TikTok song, a corn song. All right. Well, okay, we're gonna add it now. So this is something TikToks, Mayo, that the kids are doing these days.
Oh yeah, so TikToks. He also asked, he says, what fall plans are you looking forward to? Jesus. You got any fall plans?
I don't know. I'm really looking forward towards Halloween this year. I'm looking forward to it's just the vibe of the holidays coming through, you know, like Halloween, you got that, you got Thanksgiving after that, you got Christmas after that, and then New Year. So it's like holiday seasons, you know, it's all around. And I'm just looking forward to all that, man. It's a fucking vibe, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to Halloween. I'm looking forward to the rain. I'm looking forward to fog, rain. I don't know. I don't know about snow. Maybe a little bit of snow.
No to the snow.
You know, like snow is cool, man, but I don't want to be sliding everywhere on the road and crashing and shit and killing myself. I'm not afraid of me crashing. I'm afraid of people crashing into me, man. Like that You ever seen those fucking videos on like the news about like those pileups with like semi trucks and shit?
Oh yeah.
Like, dude, if a fucking semi truck hit me in my car, I'm fucking dead. I mean, there's no way I'm gonna survive a semi truck, dude. It's like a semi truck hitting you in your Camaro. You'd be dead, Mayo. All right.
We're putting the Camaro away. Well, yeah.
We're
Yeah,
not.
definitely.
You're not walking away from that Camaro with all your limbs intact. You might lose a fucking arm in that accident. Okay. You're gonna be walking around with armless Mayo. Okay, we're gonna have to put a hook on your hand. You're gonna have to put a hook on your hand. We're gonna have to buy you that Xbox fucking special controller so you can play games. You're gonna be all fucked up, man. Okay, and we can't have that. So I don't want that shit.
I'll put it away. Don't worry. We're not gonna drive that in the winter.
And like people were like, well, and Brian told me it's probably used to this shit because they probably get snow like every fucking year, all year long.
Right.
It's like Brink, dude. Brink drives a fucking FedEx truck in the snow with no chains on and shit. Like. He's like, yeah, man, it's a fucking blizzard today. It's negative 10 degrees outside, and I gotta go to work. I'm like, what, dude? Like, what the fuck? Who's delivering packages in this fucking weather, man? Like negative 10 outside. You're fucking driving your FedEx truck around, fucking delivering people's televisions and shit. Here's your television, bitch. Put it on the fucking floor, like on the snow. Just drop it in the snow. Like what the fuck?
Yeah. I may have to like tip my delivery guys this winter. I'll think about that now. Like I'll order some from Amazon. That delivery guy will show up. I'll be like,
don't leave my delivery out in the snow, man.
yeah, right.
In Oregon, it's in the fucking rain. Don't leave it in the rain. Don't leave my fucking shit in the rain. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to all that stuff. What else comes in? In the wintertime for a Latin man, for a Hispanic man, a Mexican man like myself. Being a Mexican, I look forward to the Mexican traditions of winter. And that is usually hot soups, Mayo, and like coffee and bread, usually in the evening. And or like tamales. I'm looking forward to those. A lot of tamales in the wintertime, man. Like Mexicans really eat a lot of tamales in the winter. It's like a staple food, man. You ever had tamales, Mayo?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's a staple in Mexican culture in the wintertime, man. Like New Year's and Christmas parties, man, you're usually gonna find tamales. You're probably gonna find some atole. Atole is like what is atole? How do we fucking say that in English? It's kind of like a drink, but it's kind of like a thicker drink. Like but it's warm usually. It's flavored like different flavor. You can have like a pineapple atole. You can have an apple one. You can have a cinnamon one. You can have it's different flavors or whatever, but it's like a drink, that you drink. It's a very warm drink.
You'll have to remind me, maybe some of these, we got a few authentic Mexican restaurants around here. Maybe they can have something like that. I'll have to try it.
Yeah, let's look it up. It's a cornmeal that is cooked and eaten as mush, or that is drunk as a thin gruel. That's what it is. That's the fucking description I got on the internet when I looked it up. How do you say it in English? So there you go, Mayo. But yeah, it's very good. I'm also looking forward to just all that, man. Like like the food and all that shit. What about yourself, man? What are you looking forward to this fall?
Well, at the end of this month here, I have like another vacation coming up, so I'm actually going to take a beach trip, kind of out of season over to Myrtle Beach, a little bit cheaper. I'll have a resort for a week, so I'm going to go hang out the Myrtle Beach, South Carolina area for a week. Something that's going to be kind of neat is personally, I feel like having Evan here is the changing of the leaves, and he has never seen that. So maybe taking him out and seeing the different leaves, like letting him see that fall color change, down here in Southern Ohio or whatever like that. I'll take him down there and let him see that and get to experience that. And besides that, I mean, that's pretty much it. After that, be getting ready for Thanksgiving and be working a lot again because work's going to pick up for Thanksgiving.
Oh, man, my work gets so busy in the fucking wintertime, man. Like, it's like nonstop fucking like... Shit just gets wild, dude. Like, I mean, yeah, obviously, right? I'm always working. I got a lot of overtime in my work, but like even like in the wintertime, man, it gets even worse. It's like,
well, you're
there long days.
You're doing like I said, you're in like a bottling plant, right? So you're doing like the milk and stuff like that. Like where I'm at, We're shipping everything to the store, so it's busy during, Thanksgiving time and stuff like that. So we're always pretty busy during the holidays, leading up till after Christmas. And after that, it kind of slows down after Christmas time. But I know Gunny as well. He gets kind of busy too. He's always delivering all that alcohol. You need that alcohol for the holidays.
Hey, man, people want to stay warm, right? They got to drink the alcohol. People got to stay warm, man. Like, that's just one thing. Why do you think Russians drink so much vodka, man? That's probably why. Because they got to stay warm, dude. The fuck else you going to stay warm here? It's a cheap way to stay warm. You just drink a lot. You'll be warm.
Well, there you go.
You ever been really drunk at night and you go out, and it's like everyone's wearing a jacket except you? You're like, it's not even that cold out here. And it's like fucking freezing. Right. But you don't feel it because you're just drunk and you're like, I don't feel shit. And then the next day you catch a cold or something because your fucking dumbass was out there in fucking 30-degree weather when it's raining and 30 degrees outside and you're just walking around like it's fucking summer or whatever. And then the next day you're like, fuck, got a cold. You're like all fucking hungover. You got a cold. You're like, oh, man, what the fuck? Yeah. So, yeah, man. See, it happens, man. Okay, it happens.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I'm not a big fall fan. I always joke. I joke about fall because I hate winter with like a passion. So I always joke about fall as nothing but death and decay. All the leaves are dying and it's all gray and everything it was alive and from spring to summer is all dead now. But joking aside, I mean, fall is a nice time of year though. I mean, it is a nice time of year. The weather's great, but
fuck your flowers, motherfucker.
I don't care about flowers, but I like to see some leaves on trees, During the winter, it gets kind of depressing.
We don't need stupid leaves.
Everything is gray like California, from what I hear, or brown, so lose all that color that we have here.
California has a lot of forest, okay? They got a lot of forest out there.
Yeah.
Maybe not Southern California, but Northern California, it's all forest. It's like Oregon.
I've talked to a couple of people. I've talked to a couple of people, like when Evan, he's like, oh, I'm surprised how green it is here, like.
Because Evan lives more south. He lives like
he's Orange
in
County
south.
area.
Yeah, he's in Southern California, where like Gunny is more like central. And the further you go up from Gunny, it's just forest. It is the redwoods are up there.
You're more kind of like Ohio over there, right? Jesus, my understanding.
I mean, Oregon really does have, like, if you come to Oregon, dude, you can literally go from like a desert to mountains to like forest. It's like every biome is in Oregon, literally. Like Eastern Oregon, about 4 or 5 hours away from me, is nothing but like fucking desert. It is crazy how different it is from here. Like even if you go down south, like even a bit, it's desert, dude. Like I'm talking like fucking dirt and shit. It's like dirt and fucking desert. It's like, what the fuck? This is not Oregon. And it's so weird because to me, Oregon is like trees and shit, right? And rivers and waterfalls and fucking lakes and shit. And then you go to fucking like Eastern Oregon and it's like fucking dry, barren fucking wasteland, It looks like what the fuck happened? It's really weird. But yeah, like Oregon, it's cool. Or come to Oregon, people. Just don't mind the homeless guy asking you for your fucking money at every corner or whatever. Yeah. If you go to Portland, that's where you'll find. And all the homeless camps. Don't mind looking at those. I mean, they're just everywhere. They're fucking everywhere.
Crazy. Just one last question we got from Normally Late. She wants to know if it's pumpkin or gingerbread Jesus.
I'm with Gunny here. Gunny said banana bread.
Yeah, banana bread's good.
Dude, banana bread is bomb as fuck. Oh, so good. So good.
I personally am not much of a pumpkin fan, so I'd have to say gingerbread.
I'm gonna go, like, if I'm drinking a drink, I would prefer a pumpkin spice flavor drink.
There's a big pumpkin festival here in Ohio, in Circleville, Ohio, and it's coming up in October. I'm gonna take Evan down to it because he might just find it kind of entertaining if he can wheel himself around. It's a very small town, but they really know how to do a big festival. And I guess it's pretty popular. It brings in people from all over the country. But they have like these pumpkin contests, and they have like 2,000-pound pumpkins and stuff that they show on display. And then they have like all these like street, like a carnival come in, and they have like all this food is pumpkin related. And they have a bunch of like fair food, but they have like a big pumpkin pie they make every year. It's like, I want to say it's like 12 feet across or 10 feet across pumpkin pie that they have like on display. And it's just kind of like crazy overdone pumpkin stuff. But like all these places have like these pumpkin flavored twists on things and stuff. But there's a bunch of vendors that come in. But it's a big.
So I'm looking at the website now. So last year, Mayo. Last year, the largest pumpkin was 1,850 pounds, 0.5.
And that was from there, right? 'Cause I think I remember seeing something like that.
Yeah. Also Mayo, they had the world's largest pumpkin pie.
Yeah, how was it, like 10 feet across or something like that?
No, 14 feet in diameter.
Okay.
360 pounds of sugar. That's a lot of sugar. 795 pounds of pumpkin, 60 pounds of powdered milk, 60 dozen eggs, 75 gallons of water, 400 pounds of flour, 15 people to mix it, and it took 10 hours to bake. Can you imagine fucking that up?
I've seen it last year. They do this every year.
Yeah. Can you imagine if they fucked that up? Like the guy who's like the responsible guy to bake it, like put it in the oven. All right, man, all you gotta do is stand here and make sure this oven's at a certain temperature for the next 10 hours.
He burns it.
He falls asleep and burns the shit. Oh man.
But yeah, they traditionally put that out there every year. It's in like a storefront, and you can kind of see it. It's like in a building. But yeah, I'll take him over there. Maybe I'll go on reconnaissance and bring you back a picture of Jesus. I'll show it to you.
No, let me tell you something, Mayo. All right, this place is not woke. Okay, I'm looking at photos right now of the last 50.
Well, we are in Ohio, so it's probably a little less woke.
Miss Pumpkin Show Queens, Mayo. Mm-hmm. They're all white women, Mayo. What is this, Mayo? All white women. Not one colored woman on this photos. None of them. What's going on, Mayo?
I don't know.
What is this, Mayo? You guys are not woke over. I'm gonna call the news and be like, this fucking festival is racist. Is it a MAGA event? What's going on over there, Mayo?
I don't know.
What is this shit?
Well, I'll go investigate, all right? I'm gonna go there and be like, what's up with this?
First girl that won was Lucille Hayes back in 1933. There's a photo of her on here. There's a photo of all of them. But then the most recent one, I believe it was in 2020, because they must have not done one last year or something. She won twice in a row in 2019 and 2020. Morgan Anderson. Okay. She won. And yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. Like the first time I remember we went one time, everybody always talked about it in this area. And so we went one time, and we were there, and they had like a parade at like midnight. It was so weird. What? Like just firing up this parade and going through town at like midnight, and I'm like, what is going on here? Like it was like all the high schools, bands, and different stuff going on through the town and stuff. But it's a pretty big outfit. Like they do. Does it say how many people it brings? I remember they talk about how many people it brings in. It's a lot.
It doesn't say how many people it brings in, but it is the Circleville, Ohio Pumpkin Show.
Yeah.
And let me look at what does registration cost here. All right, Mel, you can be a part of the baby judging, and you can be a part of the parade. Okay. You can also have a float. You can join the big wheel race. You know, you and Evan should join the big wheel race. Go out there and race some big wheels. You can also be in the parade. You can decorate windows. You can be in the marching bands. Yeah. It's a few days long, huh? 3-4 days?
Yeah, it's like a weekend, I think.
Yeah. It's a lot of people there. This looks like a lot of things going on, Mayo.
Yeah, they do
a lot of things except a colored woman winning Miss Pumpkin Queen or whatever the fuck it's called. Wow, Mayo. Wow. Not woke at all.
Crazy, huh?
This is 2022, Mayo. What's going on here? Jeez. Anyways.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the photos. They got the baby parade, the parade of the bands, the civic parade, the pet parade, the Queen's parade, the Miss Pumpkin Show parade, the Little Miss Pumpkin Show parade. How many fucking parades can they do?
They do. I'm telling you, they do a bunch. It's really crazy.
Like 7 parades in one weekend. Yeah, that's cool. It looks cool. Everything looks orange, very pumpkin looking.
So here it just
Nice.
said it's on their Facebook page. I just have to click on a link and it said the pumpkin show is the greatest free show on earth. Jesus. It says hundreds of thousands of pumpkin fans crowd the streets of downtown Circleville, Ohio, each October just to do or anything about pumpkin. It's a fan page.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, the self-declared pumpkin fans of the world.
right? They have a pumpkin pyramid. I've seen that many times. It's just like a display, and they put pumpkins on it. You can buy them there. They have different ones you can buy. Do you see the carving ones?
Yeah, I see all of them, yeah.
Like the different carvings. I have seen those, but those are kind of cool.
Evan should go out there and compete as for Miss Queen of the Pumpkins. And if they question him, all he has to do is say he identifies as a pumpkin queen. And they cannot deny him an entry into the parade, Mayo. All right? He needs to win this. I need you to make this place woke. All right?
Here's some pumpkin spice donuts, Jesus.
Oh. They
Here's
probably
some,
would be pretty good.
Pumpkin spice cappuccino. I'm just going through their Facebook pictures. Yeah, there's that 1,800-pound pumpkin.
It looks fun, man. It looks like a cool thing.
Yeah, it's a neat little setting. All the little shops are open in there. It's like a bunch of vendors come in, and like I said, and there's food everywhere, and so, yeah. I'll take Evan over to that and let him see that.
Nice.
That's it, Jesus. What else? No more community questions.
That's all we have. That's it. That's it.
Well, Jesus, you can find me over on Discord. Xbox app on the PC. As the Mayo. On Steam as the Mayo. Been still playing Spider-Man. Mayo on Origin as well. Like I said, probably get back to some Apex. I think I'm gonna play some Apex tomorrow with Cadillacs. I know he's off tomorrow, so before I go into work. So, yeah, find me.
Okay.
Pretty much anywhere. If you're free, Jesus, jump on tomorrow afternoon. I'm not sure what your work schedule is like, but get some Apex in. But continue to play Spider-Man. I want to get that beat, so I can start. That Immortal Phoenix Rising. What about you, Jesus?
Find me on everything as Jesus Walks a lot. I'll be playing some more Battlefield for sure this week, and for foreseeable future here. I'll be playing some more Cult of the Lamb here, and some more Bomber Crew on the Xbox.
Any Call of Duty?
Well, actually, you know what? I should pre-order and get on the PC on the 20 or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, I'll definitely be playing the beta, but that's in the next couple weeks, so we'll probably do a show before then. I look forward to playing some more games. I want to. There's a few games on the Game Pass that I've downloaded that I want to play, that I want to check out. I just haven't had the time or whatever.
Right.
There's games on there that I do want to check out. There's some that you mentioned to me that I downloaded and I want to check out. So I want to do that. You can find Gunny Chief on everything. That's Gunny Chief, of course. Gunny couldn't stay on for the whole show. He said he had to go, but then he got on here and he was like muted, but he was like over there like on VR. I don't know what the fuck he was doing in VR. He was watching porn. I mean, I don't know what he was doing on the VR head. What do you think he was doing over there, Mayo?
Oh, I don't know. He did mention. What did he say was kind of cool on VR? He mentioned something in the chat earlier. He was like, "Oh, this is really good in VR," but But anyhow, yeah, I think he just had to hop off because his computer's in his son's room and his son had to go to bed. So I think he was kind of out in the living room. Should make him move the PC out in the living room. Tell him to do it for the show.
Yeah. I'm excited for the new Cyberpunk update, but that won't come out till next year. The trailer looks cool though.
Yeah, that trailer they put on Steam looks kind of cool. Like I said, it shows the animated series on the trailer. And
I'm excited for the series. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. And watch Game of Thrones, people. That show's dope. The new series is really good. I like it.
Have you seen the new what was that Hobbit type show as well?
Oh, the Rings of Power or whatever.
Yeah, have you seen that yet?
It's on Amazon. No, I haven't. I mean, I have Prime. I just haven't got a chance to watch it. The last show that I watched on Prime was The Terminalist. That was really good. That's a good show to watch because it's like a 1-season show and it's done. Like I mean, the story was told and it was done and there was a closure to it and everything, like in 1 season. So it was kind of nice and short and sweet and pretty action-packed, sort of. So check it out, Mayo.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That's all I have. With that being said, as Gidget would say, peace out, Brussels sprouts. We'll catch you on the next week edition of the Horrible Gamers podcast. And we're fucking done. How do I turn this recording on? Get out of here, man. What the fuck are you doing?
Let's get out of here, Jesus. See ya.
Get me out of here. Bye.
Bye.
For me, I really like cone.
What do you like about corn?
It's cone!